Welcome back to Sunny Hours, the best location in the best state in the nation, Florida. And today we have a special panel. We are in the age of the influencer. So no matter what you think, it's all about how many people you have following your message in today's society. Because we live in a social media society. And I got some young up-and-comers that some of them you know, some of them you about to meet. So let's get started. Styx, tell them who you are.
Wagwan, everybody. I mean, y'all probably already know, but if you don't know, my name is Styx. You can find me on Twitter, Styx River. I'm the cat in the hat, bringing the information. And you know, we're here with a couple more influencers, and we about to spread a lot of knowledge.
Facts.
Brother, introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Von 2 Cut. Hey, YouTube, Von 2 Cut. Hey, I got an album dropping the Hood Buddhist Month, July 7th. Hey, go check that out. But yeah, I'm ready to speak to the game. Let's get it. Hey!
Period.
And you, my friend.
Woke Dev, man. You know we spreading the knowledge always, you know what I'm saying? Or Big Devo when I'm not Woke Dev. But that's ego separated from my higher self. So tap into the content to get that higher perspective and all the knowledge. Let's get it.
So basically, I told Styx, get some influencers on here. Styx is an influencer yourself. So, you know, it kind of game, respect, game.
Period.
You don't even know who these people are, but when you see people in your field doing good things, game, respect, game. So I told Styx to bring some influencers on here, and this is who she brought, and we got more coming. They're going to, woo. You don't even know it? We're going to be rotating today. We're going to rotating today. So let's start like this, man. Who are you? What exactly do you do? And how did you get such a big following on TikTok and, you know, all those other platforms?
Yeah, so I go by Von 2 Cut. That's my stage name or whatever. I really started on YouTube back in 2020 because my main thing was I wanted to change the world, just straight to it. I wasn't doing it to get money. I wasn't doing it to, I didn't want no fame. I just wanted to honestly help young dudes just like me and even young women in general because I felt like I had a purpose. But at the time when I was doing it, I was 17. I felt like, I needed to prove myself. So I was making videos every single day consistently trying to prove myself. But at the same time, I just wanted to change the world. Now I'm 20 years old and it's a whole different thing. Like I'm changing the world by out of love. I ain't got to do this shit at all. You feel me? I go live in the jungle, bro. I'm chilling. You feel me?
What day you
I
born
got
on?
money. October 11, 2002.
October 11th. We'll get back to that, brother.
Exactly.
We'll get back to that. My audience already knows, but we'll get back to that. My man, how did you become such a influencer at such a young age? Because the numbers you guys are putting up are straight up astonishing.
Yeah.
500,000,
Humongous.
1 million followers. You guys are babies. You guys are babies. Think about this. Grown men. 50, 60, 70 years old who've been at this for 20, 30 years, they can't reach your type of numbers, and they're buying followers.
Literally.
They're straight up buying followers,
Yeah.
and they can't reach these type of numbers. So why do you think you resonated with so many people the way you have?
Because I got out the mud, man. I know what it's like to start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because really, all this, even me being here right now, is from the mud. When people sit there and doubt you, when people sit there and say you can't do it, all you can do is prove them wrong.
Period.
And the thing is, you got a vision in your head, and some people can't see that vision. If you do, man, keep them people close to you, because not everybody gonna believe in you. But if you don't, bro, it's cool. You just gotta bring that vision from your head to reality. And so since I mastered that and I did that, I feel like now it's my duty to tell people they can do it too.
Do you believe you manifested this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you believe you
100%.
manifested this?
You manifesting even as you talking right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
I already know what you believe. I already know what you believe. And when I was your guys' age, I said I was going to shove numerology and astrology down everyone's throats. That's exactly what the fuck I did. You got to have that mission.
Yeah, it's a
You
mission,
got to
yeah.
have that mission. Everyone's mission is different,
Yeah.
but we all have that mission. So tell us a little bit about what your mission is, my friend. What are you trying to accomplish? Or hell, maybe you don't even know yet.
Man, it's so much I'm really trying to set an example in a way and use my life and use myself as a vessel for other people to see that example by breaking limitations and also like while on the path to the top, documenting it by giving knowledge. Every time I learn something, if I go through something, it's not an L, it's a lesson. People don't understand that, so I got to articulate it in a way where it's like, okay, cool. If you go through this happens. Every time something good happens, something bad gonna happen before that. I made a lot of
Sins create sinners, right?
Right. I made so many videos about yin and yang because it's like literally everything is like that. So I think me documenting my journey and me getting to the top, or not the top, but just to the point where I'm just at bliss. That could be anything. Some people's top is $1 million. Some people's top is being just free. I want really both just to show people it's possible and do as much as I can as an example, as a vessel, so other kids watching me can be like, okay, cool, I could do the same thing too.
Styx?
Well, first, I just want to say, of course, you got to get to the top. That's the only way people gonna believe.
Right.
It's like
True. Exactly.
If we ain't really like manifesting something, we pushing manifestation, but we ain't got shit to show. It's like, okay, can I really listen to that?
I really listen to that.
But anyway, so my name is Styx. When I got on TikTok, it was about 2020 also. You know what I'm saying? We was going through COVID. People was acting dumb as fuck. You
Trust
feel me?
the
A lot of
science.
people. But,
Trust the science.
You know what I'm saying?
They told you to trust the science.
Yeah, you feel me? So a lot of people was it was that breaking point where it's like you got these people about to go finally find the truth, and you got these people saying I'm gonna go finally find the sheep and follow them. You feel me? So at that time I felt like, okay, it's time to step up. We all felt that shift. We all felt like, you know, people need somebody else to look towards, because as of right now, the people that we was looking towards was showing us something that wasn't really resonating with our spirit. So got on TikTok, started coming on, started spitting game. People started to resonate with it, and every day was going live, teaching people new things, everything that I was learning. And then as we continued to get bigger, ended up finding GG and continue to level up that information. You know what I'm saying? So now we here, and we only want to take it another level. We only want to get bigger. We only want to enlighten more people, because guess what? I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of running into dumb ass people who don't understand.
Too many
basic
of them.
common
Too many
sense,
of them.
like
Yeah, right.
bird brain ass people. You feel me? So that's really what it's about.
This is really just the beginning, y'all. Like,
Period.
This is just the beginning for real. Y'all just like, you feel me? We just foot in the door. We finna for sure walk in it. So.
Everything in the beginning, there is no end. It keep going.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
So get ready. Facts.
You know, when I hear all this, a lot of this stuff has been said by other people. Everything we said today, including myself, has been said by other people. What do you think people watching you can know that says, you know what, I'm different. I ain't just fucking talking? Because one thing I like to say is I'm the same person on this microphone that I am over there that you guys just met 30 minutes ago when I was talking to you face to face.
Definitely.
I'm the same. But some people like to put up a front. And there's too many of these people out there. And what they do is they make us all guilty by association. Just because someone has a good mouthpiece doesn't mean they have good intentions. So what sets me apart, and I think what sets other people apart, are the actions you take. And the actions I'm trying to take is I'm trying to teach people at least basic elementary knowledge of what I like to call the matrix.
Right.
And that's why I come with the numerology and astrology, because I believe this is a virtual reality. Mm-hmm. And because this is a virtual reality, that means there's going to be cheat codes. Everyone just gave me their birthday. Did not just now read them like a book.
Yeah, for sure you did.
Okay, I don't know you guys from anything. The only reason I would be able to do something like that is because this is a false realm.
Definitely.
That's the only possible explanation, that I could just take your birthday and read you like a book like that. There is no other logical scenario. So now that we know this is a virtual reality, the best thing we can do is teach other people the cheat codes.
I be trying to tell people, y'all ass be playing GTA and putting in the cheat codes, but then when it comes to the real life simulation, you're not applying no type of cheat codes.
Facts.
Astrology is it. You know what they say? Millionaires use astrology, billionaires use numerology.
And I can attest to that because I'm the one they call.
Facts.
You know,
Respectfully.
Go to Walmart right now. It's not 99 anymore. It's 88 now. Everything switched to 88. Go to Walmart. They used to always have 99. Now it's 88. They caught on. The Chinese did the same shit in 2008. 88 2008 adds up.
Look at the prices.
Adds up to 26, 2 and 6 is 8 at exactly 8:08 p.m. The Chinese started the Olympic Games.
It's abundance.
They went from the 15th biggest economy in the world to the second in a couple years. We're not talking about billions. We're talking about trillions.
The world is ran by numbers for sure.
And that's exactly how Lord of Rothschild does it.
I mean, when we look at the damn movie Matrix, you literally see the code. The code is a whole bunch of
So I have a
numbers.
question for y'all then. Do you believe that like movies and shows like are parallel to reality?
No. It's so basically they want life imitating art.
Okay.
The way it's supposed to be is art is supposed to imitate life. You see history and you want your art to imitate the history around you as a way to connect you with the past.
Right.
But these sick fucks, they want to do everything opposite. They want to make sure that the art is imitated by life. So they put on some garbage, breaking up the family bullshit,
Like
or whatever it is. Purge. I'll give you an example. There was a movie called The Patriot with Mel Gibson. It came out in 2000. 1 year before 9/11. And in that scene, in the very beginning of that movie, he's in a rocking chair. And Mel Gibson goes, 9 pounds, 11 ounces, perfect, just perfect. And then the chair falls apart. So they were trying to tell us,
Given the code.
March 2021, the same guy who wrote the X-Files, wrote something called The Lone Rangers. It was a spin-off TV series. And in that spin-off TV series, it had a show where hijackers took over planes with remote control and took them into the World Trade Center 6 months before it happened. Now, it got revealed that the FBI is the one who gave them the script to do that.
Yeah.
So, the FBI is the one that gave them the script to do that. So, again, they actually want stuff out there. So the question is, why? Why do they want the stuff out there? And honestly, it comes down to one thing. They believe if they tell you, they release their karma. I'm telling you what these people believe.
They lower your vibration so they can feed off of you, for sure.
Go.
So I got a question for you. What got you into numerology, though?
9/11, brother.
Okay, for sure. Put me on what you want about that.
I'll tell you what. So before I was into numerology, I was always into history. And I remember that World War I ended at 11/11 at exactly 11 o'clock. And I always thought that was interesting that they waited till 11/11. They were still firing bullets at 10:55, but 11 o'clock they stopped. So there must be some kind of meaning to it. But, whatever. It just moved on in history, but it always stuck with me. Then 9/11 happens. First plane to hit the World Trade Center is Flight 11. New York City, 11 letters. New York, the 11th State of the Union. I just keep digging. They both look like an 11 side by side.
Yeah.
They both have 110 stories. Then they attacked Afghanistan, 11 letters. On 10/7/2001, take out the zeros, 1721, again 11. At that point, nah, brother. Nah, someone's doing something on purpose. I didn't know what they were doing at that time, but I saw smoke. So now it's time to investigate. And then I started going back to Oklahoma City. There's a big bombing in Oklahoma City. Happened 4/19/1995. 4/19/1995 adds up to 38. 3 and 8 is 11.
Damn.
So now you start looking at big events.
Right.
I'm like, okay, now we're gonna start looking at people. Let's start. By the way, Barack Obama, he got that mouthpiece. He's better than all of us. He got that mouthpiece. He's good. Just watch Barack Obama. You want to get better at this? Watch that brother. He knows exactly how to use that slippery tongue. But he's born 8/4/1961. He's an 11 life path. He's supposed to be good. The Republicans, this is all before your time. They had a guy named Ronald Reagan. He was our Obama from that side.
Right.
He got that mouthpiece too. He was an 11 life path. And then you start looking at leaders who lasted a while, like Muammar Gaddafi, 11. He lasted 42 years in Libya. 42. Can you imagine being the man for 42 years? Knowing people plotting against you, people trying to assassinate you. And you 42 years, or Hosni Mubarak in Egypt. He was there for 40 freaking years. A dictator for 40 years.
Right.
You gotta respect that. A man who can do some bullshit like that. Hitler lasted 6 years. Oh, this fame he had. He lasted 6 years. But these guys lasted 40. They're 11 life paths. So once I started recognizing that there's something out there that sets people apart, I was like, okay. So this stuff actually works. Then I started going up to people, asking them, yo, what's your birthday? What's your birthday? What's your birthday? Seeing reverse engineering everything. Because I figured out all the people were frauds. Because if I'm talking to you as the best of anything, Styx, I don't give a fuck what you do. You're the best plumber, best singer, whatever. If you're the best at what you're going to do, don't you have some money?
Of course.
Right? If you're the best at whatever you do, don't you have some money?
For sure.
Yeah,
Right. So I'm going up to these people. They're telling me they're the best in the game. They got books out that they wrote. Why the fuck are you broke? If you that good, or if you so good, how come you've been divorced 3 times? I mean, those are logical, because if you're selling a system that you're gonna tell me works for you and you're trying to sell it to others, how come you're broke? How come your marriages didn't work?
Need to follow your own system.
Again, I've been married for 20 years. I got no issues. One woman. I got no issues. Because I knew what I did at the very beginning. My system works.
So wait, so you use numerology to pick out your?
Oh yeah,
Well, damn.
100%. That's why it actually works.
Well, damn.
Differently.
Well,
Gotta
damn.
start with- What's your birthday? I need your birthday. Just like
My
that.
birthday.
No, but wait, I just want to go back to that 9/11 thing. Like, we was just talking about how we all know, like, this system trying to fucking use our emotions. Even in the fucking Matrix, they had the battery. They said they're trying to turn you into this.
Right.
We literally celebrate the 9/11 every year, going back to
reminder.
that emotion every year. It's like,
They feeding off you every
Loosh,
time.
like, they-
every time.
You notice how they celebrate people's deaths more than they celebrate their lives?
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works,
yeah.
isn't it?
Somebody died. Yeah.
They're always going to say JFK died on November 22nd. They're going to celebrate his death,
Never
but
gonna say when he
no
was
one's
born.
talking much about, you know, when he was born in 1917. No one's talking about his birthday or anything like that. So I always found that very strange how people celebrate traumatic events more than life.
They know what they're doing.
You know, they're doing this on purpose. Like, for instance, you see that TV? We never turn it on. I don't have a TV in my house.
It's a program.
I'm not listening to these chumps. They're just trying to brainwash me with their rainbow flag.
With their
They're
TV
trying to
program.
they're doing everything. They're trying to brainwash you any way they can. They're going to try to tell you you should be a communist. That's what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you, no, you don't need that bag. Give the state your bag. He's going to take care of you.
Right. That's crazy.
Some people believe it, though.
You gotta have
That's
your
the
own
crazy
thoughts.
part.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. You gotta have your own thoughts. It's like I just don't like listening to other people in general, but at the same time, though, I understand. Like, for instance, how I'm listening to you right now. I understand. I used to be stubborn. I used to talk all the time, but when you talking, you ain't hearing shit. You ain't listening. You ain't learning shit. So that's why this whole podcast, what I've been doing, I've been listening. Because, and I want people to actually like take advice of that. Like, if you a person and you always trying to talk and trying to get your point across, you trying to get your point across because you want to be heard and you want to feel better and you want to be right. I don't give a fuck about being right. I want to learn. So while everybody else sitting at the table, oh yeah, talk. Oh yeah, how
like
that
a
work
true
for you?
seven.
You know what I'm saying? How that work for you? You know what I'm saying? I want to learn from you because at the end of the day, it's like, if you got 5 keys and I got 2 keys, why the fuck would I give you my keys? Nah, let me get your keys. You feel what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So now that you talking,
sense.
guess
Makes
what?
sense.
Oh shit, you put me onto this.
Exactly.
Appreciate you. You don't gotta know what I know, but I know what you know though.
100%.
Give me that. You feel me?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point, man. See if you can actually get game off everyone, because that's what the government
Definitely,
does.
definitely.
You know,
Yup.
the government got a program called Skype. The Chinese got Zoom. Why do you think those services are free? Because let's say you're the best engineer in the world. You're the best scientist in the world. I'm the best numerologist in the world. She's the best astrologer in the world. They're going to take game from us.
boy
They're going to
listening.
take game, and then they're going to be able to create something with all that none of us ain't going to have a piece of.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
how the
them
government
boys
operates.
Monitoring.
And that's why they keep that shit 50, 60 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
Because everything on the internet, they can take. There is no firewall for the CIA. They'll get around anything. So if you got some good game, they ain't going to say a word. They'll just come in there and take it. So yeah, what
Yeah,
you were
for
just
sure.
saying a
Yeah,
second
yeah.
ago. They're vipers.
So what's the solution?
Solution: educate the public slowly. If you try to do it by force, you're gonna lose.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Muammar Gaddafi had $500 billion, $500 billion. He had 30,000 professional troops, tanks, artillery, everything he needed for a professional army. He didn't last 9 months. So quite frankly, what the fuck are any of us gonna do? So we can't go that route because Lord Rothschild got that shit closed. The only possible way is you teach the youth. That's why they try to indoctrinate the youth. So because if you
future.
get them, you got the future.
Yup.
TikTok.
Yep, TikTok. Again, TikTok is over there bullshit.
They know what they doing.
The dumbass contact would get 10 million views like that.
God, though, they want you
Man.
dumb. Because a man is not in control of his mind, is not in control of his body. So it's like, if I can control your mind, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what your body do. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. So they try to break you down in all type of ways with the food that you eat. Because people don't understand that, like, food is killing you more than guns. You know what I'm saying? Food is gonna kill you before a damn gun gonna kill you.
Where do you get healthy food in this country?
Exactly. So that's another question. That's where you go to farmers markets. You feel me? You gotta go to farmers markets. And at the same time, I feel like people like to talk about, okay, not eating healthy food or whatever. It's like, you got to pick your poison, though, at the same time. Because it's like, just because I don't like that type of mentality of, oh, there's no healthy food in this country for real, so I'm going to just eat McDonald's all day. That's fucking retarded.
No one's going to eat
that.
that.
That's just
stupid.
that's just
let's
fucking
be
retarded.
real, though, too. Fluoride is in all the water supply.
Oh, yeah, for
so
sure.
no matter what you're eating in this country, whether
sure.
the beef or the fruit, it has fluoride in it.
And that's why you got to
all
fast.
that shit's contaminated.
That's why you got to fast. Intermittent fasting, or just taking like 3-day water fasts, or just 3-day fasts, period. Like, I think the longest fast I ever did was a 7-day dry fast. I didn't eat food or drink water for 7 days. I cleansed my whole body.
7 days.
Yeah, definitely. I did that at 17.
You documented
That's a horse for you, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a horse. You know, Kobe's like that too.
Oh,
man.
that's real.
Kobe's born 1978. You're the horse, man. That motherfucker would push his body, and you're born 2002, correct?
Yep.
And horses are like that. See, every single person has their strong spots and their weak points. And based off the astrology, I'm going to know what your strong points are and your weak points are. That's the beauty of this stuff. And let me tell you something in life. A lot of people are going to tell you, yo, that's your weakness. Keep working on that. No, work on your strengths. Because you can find people around you who will cover your weaknesses.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
why you need a
Yeah.
brotherhood. That's why you need something like that. You need people around you who cover your weak points so you can keep fucking hammering on what the fuck you're good at.
Yeah, definitely.
Agree.
And then when you got time on the side, okay, then you can make your weaknesses strengths. You feel me?
100%.
I want to tap on controlling your mind, because you said that, man. That's important. Because when you control your mind, it's like you control your reality. Because really, when you feel an emotion like sadness or like you down for whatever, your brain can't interpret if it's real or fake, which is why you feel the emotions of what you're thinking of. Like, if you're happy, if you think about like a Lambo or whatever makes you happy, you're going to feel that emotion, which is why manifesting is so simple once you understand it, because you understand that energy is emotion. Energy is how you feel, and energy is how you move and operate. So if you control your mind, you can control your manifestations, and you can control how you feel on a more consistent basis. So yeah, tap into your mind, man. That's the key to pretty much life and how to be happy.
It's so crazy too that you talk about that, because we was just talking, Vaughn, about how they're programming us through TV and shit like that. Now, if we all have the ability to manifest, right, and they want to be able to control our reality, a lot of times it's that they don't tell you what to do. They feed you things that tell you how to think. And then when they tell you how to think, you're naturally going to follow a program that most people don't realize. Oh, they didn't tell me to do this. It's my own control. Well, that's the best way to catch somebody, is to make them think that it was their choice.
Right.
For sure.
A lot of people don't realize, like, yeah, you think that's your decision. It's just because you heard it 17 times on the radio. How many of y'all actually like them songs that you hear on the radio? You don't. You just heard it 17 times.
Social media too.
Programming.
Social media too.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody getting programmed by social media. You dress like somebody else. You talk like somebody else. You act like somebody else. You don't even know yourself.
You won't see a jersey in the back of my fucking shirt. I'm not going to have anyone's name on the back of my shirt. That's
Real
not
talk.
happening, man. I just look at people today, and I can easily say we have more evolved people than any time in human history. I'm looking across this room. This stuff didn't exist 20 years ago, man. You didn't have stuff like this, man. But I can also say we have more devolved people than any time in human history, man. Everything's splitting, man. And I think there is going to be a war for the kids' minds that's going to intensify. And I think the war is going to be between basically one side's going to be rainbow, one side's going to be Islam. That's the way I see things going, man. I think those two cannot operate together. And I think that's going to be the big clash in about 20 years.
And we'll just have to see for sure. And that's a good
Islam's going to
prediction.
start.
Pushing
In,
agendas.
it's going to start in Europe, as you already see what's going on in France. People are rising up because when you have demographics that changing demographics means changing societies. And when society refuses to change, when the demographics are changing, you're going to see violence. And that is exactly what's been going on for a long time. If you're going to change the demographics, you're going to have to meet the needs of the people within that demographics. And if that doesn't happen, violence happens. This is how history has worked over and over. That's why you need gradual change.
It's almost as if they've been preparing us with the movie Purge to just, why don't you?
Would you guys be surprised if something like Purge became legal in 10 years?
Nah, definitely not.
It's
Definitely
already
not.
playing out
But
right now.
yeah, for real. But I want to say this though. Anybody watching this, if you're operating on a frequency that you're scared of things, you live in fear. Don't let what they saying to like, I guess you could say, affect you in a certain way. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm gonna be real. None of that shit matters if you not focusing on yourself, because at the end of the day, your internal world makes up your external world. You feel me? So, because you could have $1 billion, but at the end of the day, it's like it's billionaires that are happy and it's billionaires that are fucked up.
Correct.
At the end of the day, though, you're a billionaire, but it's like, what's the point of that money if you're not fucking happy? You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You just got a whole bunch of money, but you ain't got nobody to spend time with. You ain't got nobody to share that shit with. So that's why I'm big on like love, because at the end of the day, it's like, I remember when I had $20,000. Bro, I was not happy. And I remember when I was sleeping in my car, I was happy as fuck. That showed me I don't need no fucking money. When I got locked up last year, I literally lost everything. I was deep in the streets. I got locked up. I lost every fucking thing that I ever made in the streets. And then I realized when I was down bad on my ass, I was getting taken care of by a girl and everything. That shit really put me on. I was like, yo, the only thing I got is love. So ever since then, that happened, like July last year, now look where the fuck I'm at. I have multiple businesses in my name. I make probably like $6,000, $7,000 a month. I'm only 20 years old. You feel what I'm saying? Real shit, like I'm only 20 years old. Hold
on. You make $6,000, $7,000, you're about 20, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think other people can't do the same thing you're doing?
You can make more than me. You can make $20,000 a month. But at the end of the day, it's not about how much you make. If you making $2,000 a month right now, be grateful that you making $2,000 a month, because there's a motherfucker outside that ain't making shit. Some motherfucker outside, they don't even got legs to walk. They homeless as fuck. They ain't even got no family to call. That's what put me on. Like when I got locked up in jail, it's motherfuckers with way worse problems than me. And I'm like, nigga, I'm over here thinking this shit like, you gotta be grateful for what you got. Like, be grateful. At the end of the day, I can make $10,000 right now today. Yo, I'm grateful that I got up breathing, bro. I'm grateful that I'm handsome. I'm grateful that I'm lit. I'm grateful that I just can get up and do what I want to do. I'm grateful I'm not locked up, and I'm grateful I'm not dead. So that keeps you grounded, because when you on the road to success, you gonna gain a lot of things. You might be in a mansion. You might be, you know what I'm saying, get a whole bunch of money, and then you let that shit go to your head. And then you start treating people like shit. How you treat people is how you treat people. Yeah, spend that real shit. How you treat people is how you feel about yourself. That's how it is. I love myself, so anybody I treat, I'm gonna treat with love. Simple as that.
Now you gotta tell them, like, how did you even get through a point of being getting hit by the Matrix?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you still keep a mindset on and being like, all right, bet I still gotta make a way? Like, how did you get through that?
For real, with just like, I realized that you can't rely on external validation for a lot of shit. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, I came out the womb by myself. I'm going to be in the casket by myself. Simple as that. It's like everybody is acting on their own consciousness. People don't actually understand you and see you. They just see themselves in you. So when somebody doesn't fuck with you, when somebody judges you, they're just judging the shit about themselves that they don't fucking like. That's why I don't judge nobody. I accept everybody for who they are, no matter our differences.
At the end of the day,
I
judge pedophiles?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't fuck with pedophiles, and I don't even want to talk about them. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, I want to see where that limit is. Okay, because I feel what you're saying, but I want to see where that limit is.
Real shit, though, real shit. But I just don't fuck with that at all. But at the same time, though, I'm the type of person. I'm glad that you said that. I actually on some real shit. When it comes to a pedophile, I would actually sit down with a pedophile and ask him, what the fuck about a kid makes you even. Because at the same time, you wouldn't want to do that. You just want to kill that motherfucker. It's just going to be more like him. You feel what I'm saying?
No.
You feel what I'm saying?
No.
You're right, though. You're right, though. I'm never going to understand it. I'm never going to understand it. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're not going to understand that shit. That's number one. Number two, when it comes down to certain things, they just cross such a line. Because
it's just like,
here's the thing, man. The most vulnerable people in society are kids.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
They're the most vulnerable, and they are actually the future. So if you're around pedophiles that run around, put on dresses, call themselves whatever they are, and attack kids, that tells you the state the society is in, that it refuses to protect kids. A lot of times these people who are out there doing things like this actually molest kids, and that's what actually turns their chakras and gets them to be that way as well. So we'll change the subject real quick, but
for sure. We on the same page.
There's only one solution. Right. With all due respect, there's only one solution, and it involves some fucking lead. And we'll just leave it at that, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, brother, let's get another one. Let's get another round in here. Why don't you go out there, say everyone, and let's get another person on here, and we'll do the rotation with you in a little bit because we got to get everyone here talking.
Bet.
Before you go, how do people reach out to you? Tell them how to reach you on social media.
Instagram, WokeDev444. TikTok, WokeDev. Let's get it.
Bet.
All right, pick the one who's next. It's on you. After that, you're next. No, you stay here for
Oh,
me.
bet.
It's gonna be one.
You spitting facts out here, man.
Yeah, he's
Talking
doing
about the
good. He's doing
Matrix,
good. You're doing good,
telling
bro.
people
Yeah.
what they need to know.
Yeah.
And see, if you're listening to this, you already understand what's going on. Old boy's born on the 11th. He just has that natural ability to
And
spit.
you say you're a 7 life path.
Yeah,
7
for
life
sure.
path. Exactly.
All right, brother. Welcome to the stage, man.
What's up, man?
I mean, you weren't a starting pitcher today, but we got you out the bullpen.
Yeah, man, it's good to be here. Ooh, this look nice.
So before we get started, tell people who you are. Tell people how to reach out to you. What exactly do you do? What are you doing here?
So what I'm doing here, bro, I feel like I'm a glitch. Like, I don't even know how I got here, bro. But like, what I be doing, bro, like, I just help people become a better person. You know, I just show them new perspectives of life. Like, shit, you ain't gotta look at it like that, bro. Like, you can look at it like this, and that's all I do. But my name Von Intelligent. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok,
Flex.
YouTube.
What you got on there? Flex on these people.
Bro, I got a lot of followers.
Tell them.
Hold on. I got banned twice. I got everything back in blood. Because when I first got banned, it was 200K. When I got banned the second time, it was 220K. Now I got 350K. So look, all I'm saying is keep going, bro. Because I'm finna quit, bro. I swear I'm finna quit after that second time because it was
They suspended me 18 times on Twitter. 18 times. So listen. From 2019 to 2021, 18 times I get a count up to 5,000, gone. I get a count up to 10,000, gone. Get a count up to 30,000, gone.
This is Twitter.
So this is Twitter. So, Twitter is a lot harder to build followers than everything else. So they literally got rid of 250,000 followers on Twitter, 18 accounts. Finally, this came to an end when Elon Musk came, and then I started hitting IG and TikTok and all those. But I'm telling you, 18 times, my dude, I got suspended.
Hey, shout out to Elon Musk because he look like he was gonna put a stop to that, bro. I'm glad you got everything back there.
Imagine being suspended
Yeah,
18 times.
I mean, some of these accounts have been reactivated. It's been so many, I don't even know the passwords.
Damn.
So many of them, I don't even know the passwords. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what did you do to get deactivated?
I'm not a fan of the Democratic Party.
Oh, okay.
I went into the Trump White House, to visit President Trump. That probably wasn't a good thing to some people. And when you actually spit facts, no one's trying to hear it. I was very vocal against the vaccine. I was told people do not take the vaccine March of 2020. 8 months before the vaccine actually came out, I was already telling people, don't go, don't trust the government. You know what I'm saying? Listen. As people of color, you should know damn well not to trust the government.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay? You should know damn well not to trust the government. Okay. Now, people my shade of color tend to be a little bit more trusting of the government, and that's cost them during the vaccine. Because if you got vaccinated, I'm sure you didn't get vaccinated.
Yeah, definitely not.
Did you get vaccinated?
Nah, hell no.
I know you didn't get vaccinated. What am I didn't get vaccinated. I told my people not to get vaccinated. But at some point, that's going to come home to roost. So here's the whole point. Even if you did get vaccinated, the government lied to you. You didn't need to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the whole point. Never trust the government. And it's not just on the vaccine issue.
Yeah.
Yo. It's not just on that issue. It's about every single issue. Whatever the government's telling you is good, it's the exact opposite.
Yep.
Why is it?
They need you to survive.
Why is it that the government pays women more money if there's no man in the house? They actually give them more money, more government
break them
subsidies if there is no man in the house. Why would they want to do that?
Because they want to be the man of the house. They want you to rely on them.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, you leave your man, we're going to give you welfare, we're going to give you all this. It's your slave
Now you
master.
got a broken home, and now a child doesn't have a
Yup.
father, and now
And
a
now he
child's
grow-
grown up with trauma, and now the child can't be a man for themselves, and now the child can't even fucking have a family of their own, because now they got more trauma. And
Hell
then now
yeah.
you just got somebody that want to be alone.
And then he passing down the drama to his kids,
Yep.
and it's just gonna keep going.
And most people think this is like, oh, this just happened. No, this was a plan.
Plans.
This was a plan.
Shit.
This was a plan. They planned to do this.
Yeah.
This was the whole point. They wanted to do this because just like he said, if you don't have a family, specifically a father, Big Daddy government gonna step in there, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's
You don't
gonna
wanna
he's
be
gonna
the
give you
daddy.
that titty to suck on.
Yeah.
Raise your kids. That's all they want to do is raise.
Just
your
like how they
kids.
got Section 8.
Yeah.
Section 8.
And they put everybody
Oh, why they use
together.
Section 8?
Yeah.
Money.
They know what they doing.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Damn, that shit real. Whoa, that shit real. Wait a minute, I caught on late. Oh, what?
Now she was going back and forth because we know
that shit
what's
going
going on.
Oh, that shit real, bruh.
They know what they doing.
It's the number of money, man. They know exactly what they're doing with their Section 8, man. All you got to do is pay attention. That's realistically all you have to do. Pay attention, and you'll see the way the elite
See the
operate.
code. That's what this man teach. This man teaches how to see the fucking code. And that's the thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Before I joined GG, I thought I saw some shit. But then he started spitting some shit, and I was like, every time he had a conversation with me, I'm like, what the fuck? I start feeling chills in my brain because, you know what I'm saying? The information, you start to see shit differently. You start seeing the numbers. You think you seen a little 222.
Yeah.
The codes get a little different.
Yeah, that shit get deep. No, that shit, that one hit me. I was like, I was like,
think
oh
about it.
shit, for sure.
I mean,
for
think
sure.
about it. Think about it when we was even watching The Matrix. Like, when Neo had that rebirth, the first thing he started to see was the code. And once he started to see the code, he started to realize he can manipulate the code. That's the thing. You can't manipulate shit if you don't know it's there.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Hey, we talking about
303.
we talking about numbers.
Neo, the
Okay,
one.
so if you was gonna win the lotto, how would you do it?
You can't win the lotto because that's basically a CIA psyop.
Put me onto that.
What they do is they make sure, people put the money in, and then when it gets like $500 million, $500 million, 700 billion, they make sure their own people win it. That way they can steal the money. from
But
Black
radio
Ops.
give-
So anybody that wins the lottery, period,
I would say about 80,
anybody.
I would say 80% of those people are just like set up. I don't think they're real. Again, I don't trust the government for shit. And there's actually evidence that stuff like this actually happened
government want
before.
to give away money?
Yeah,
that
right,
don't sound
man.
right.
Yeah.
So they make sure they built the pot. They give you some false hope. Oh, look, you can win $500 million. You could be like Will Smith. Well, hell, not Will Smith. We don't want we don't want those issues. But hit Will Smith's bag and stuff like that. And then they just sell you that false dream. I really believe, I'll give you flat out. 50% of these couples who are winning the lotto are interracial couples. Are there 50% interracial couples in the United States of America?
I don't think so.
No,
There?
not
Okay,
even
for
close.
sure.
So how is it we have such an anomaly? Because they're trying to push an agenda. You understand? They're trying to push an agenda,
okay.
and they want to visualize that subconsciously as a good thing. I'm not
Of course,
regarding if
in
it's
the
good
age
or
of
bad.
Aquarius.
What
Yeah.
I'm basically trying to show you, well, that's the thing. In the age of Aquarius, you're going to have a whole bunch of interracial couples. Because no matter who you are as Aquarius, you like someone outside your race. That's like one of the first signs someone's an Aquarius. They like someone outside their race. And since we're in the age of Aquarius, a lot of that stuff's going to be going
It's
on.
being pushed.
But what I'm basically trying to tell you is, listen, this is how the CIA does it. They got a whole bunch of operations. I'm just pointing out one.
Documents. And the documents is just what they let us know.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, the fact that they have all this information, they've already been practicing it before we've even got a hold of it, lets you know, like, this shit has been there. But it's the people that's too dumb to fucking realize it because they're going to demonize it in front of you. They're going to make you think you're dumb. Why the fuck would I want you using the same shit I'm using to control you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because then now you have your own mind. And you just said it, all is mine.
Yup.
So if people start becoming more aware of the rules and the regulations and the fucking numerology and astrology, you know what I'm saying? They don't want people to know that because that's when people can start to make their own decisions. People can start making their own moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, what year do we mostly make our decision to go to college?
17, 18 years old.
Oh, and what is that?
Enemy year.
Oh!
No matter who you are, that's always your enemy year. They're basically trying
That's
to
real.
set you up for a loss.
You don't even know what you want to do because you don't even know yourself.
And they
for
want to
real.
set you up for a loss. It's always like that.
When I went to college, my college that I chose in 17, when I was in my enemy year, was an enemy college. It's a setup. Because you're in that energy, you're making a fucking big decision, like, it's a setup. So imagine if you could become aware of that.
Again, if you're born
Change the game.
1999, your enemy year is going to be in 2017. That's when you're going to start going to college and stuff like that. No matter who you are, if you're 2000 is going to be 218, you're going to college. They're making sure to set you up for a loss. They're doing. By the way, when do you start making decisions for yourself?
18.
See, they're trying to set you up for a loss. And it's not like these people know what they're doing. It's the people at the very top who told them, yo, do this, do this, do this. They don't tell the politicians what they're doing. They just tell them, what, we need this passed, we need this passed. They're the ones with the knowledge, the Rothschilds, the puppeteers, the ones who are actually paying all these people. They're the ones who are doing stuff like this. But how do you defeat your enemy if you don't even know what the fuck they're doing?
Exactly. So put me on. So I got into numerology when I was 12 years old. That's when I first got into numerology. That's when I really had like a real kind of awakening a little bit. That's
At
when
12.
I started. Yeah, 12. I swear to God, like at 12, yeah, for real. At 12, like I started noticing numbers and shit. Like I was like, nah, 5 means something. 5 means lessons. Or so I said something like that. 5 means lessons. I was like, no, 8, that means money. Because every time I was already on that shit at 12 years old. Like I started noticing like similarities in numbers, but you can't even, that was like 2014. Like I'm in fucking 7th grade. Like I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I just feel this though. I didn't watch a video or nothing.
It's because you're an old soul.
Yeah.
Okay, that's because you've been reincarnated quite a few times. See, this is where I disagree with Islam. They say there is no reincarnation. They're 100% wrong on this. Again, I respect the Quran, but this is wrong. People who are born on the 11th, 22nd, or people who are 33s, born on 29, these are old souls. You can't just fucking be born like that. You basically have to earn the right to get to that level of the game. Imagine going up and up and up. You have to live a lot of souls, go through a lot of trials and tribulations to get to that level. Why do you think fucking Kanye West is an 11? Michael Jordan's an 11. Kobe's an 11. Obama's an 11. You know what I'm saying? These are the people who got that shit. They be spinning. They're and people listening. So when people have that, that's why it got to you at a young age.
Damn, that's
because
real.
you have that stuff.
2014
In
also.
2014, so you're the horse and here's a horse.
Ah, damn, that's crazy.
So no, notice how he said that? He said 12 years old. So if you're 12, that's going to be, the only person I know who's going to beat you is my son because I started teaching him at 7, 8. So that's the only reason. Other than that, that's pretty young. I only started at 23 myself. Yeah. So again, you see how much the knowledge has spread in the age of Aquarius, where we got people this age doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you the old person in the room now, Styx.
Be like that.
What would you tell people? Now I want this from you.
All right.
What would you tell people if they want to inspire people, give motivational speeches, and get on social media and get their presence felt? I mean, you pulled numbers. What advice would you give? Don't give away the whole game, but give them a taste. Show them some leg. Lift the skirt a little bit. Tell these people what's going on.
The skirt.
So yeah, it's just, I really say turn like your pain and your experience into like a guide or like a form of leadership for somebody, because it's a lot of people that's in your situation, and bro said this earlier, it's a lot of people that's in your situation that really could hear from you right now. They could use some words from you, because that's probably all they need to just get up and say, you know what, I got this, bro. And so like, if you just want to inspire people, find what inspires you and why it inspires you. And 9 times out of 10, somebody else out there is going to be just like you. And so, like, everybody around me right now is just like me, because we get inspired by the same thing.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
What about networking?
So, networking, like, so what you mean, like, networking?
You didn't do it by yourself, did you?
I mean, nah, it was really, that's a good question. I would say I started everything by myself, like, when I started posting and stuff, like that was just all organic. Like I was just finding out the algorithm, finding out how that works, and I just really got it on my own and stuff like that. But then I did start networking and branching out to.
You came here with 5 other people.
Right.
Yeah, it's networking.
Okay, for sure. So, okay, all right.
And all you guys are doing all this stuff together, right? That's your network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gives you his followers, you give him his followers, you start cross-referencing with each other. That's how it works.
That's how you build.
Yeah.
So again, you didn't do it yourself, so that's what I'm trying to say. Tell it to the people themselves. You got a network too, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, network.
You never do it by yourself, bro. Because the people, you don't never forget the people, bro. They the people that watch you. They the people that pay your bills. You feel me? You gotta be grateful for the people.
Ain't nothing without them. They are and who inspired me. Cause it was like it took another person for me to look at. Cause I had to look at, like I went and looked at all my liked videos, like the videos I like, and I was like, what is it that I like about them? And I wanted to
Some chicks with fat asses.
No.
Okay, I'm just checking, brother. I'm just checking.
It was knowledge, bro, and I was like, cause that's what I wanted to be.
Okay, I gotta throw the one-liners out there,
Yeah,
bro.
go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw the one-liners, man. This is art, man.
Yeah.
You serious?
Everything
you
is
serious?
art.
And then you put in the one-liner, get some jokes, that we get serious again. Because if people
Everything
are
is
just
art.
serious all the time, they're gonna be tense.
You gotta have
You gotta
fun.
let it know a little bit.
Hey, I put that in my
Like,
book
keep
though. You
people
gotta have
engaged.
fun, bro. You feel me? Life ain't serious. Have fun with it. Have fun making money. Have fun doing what you do. Because then when you be serious, like you said, it turns stints. And now this is why motherfuckers be procrastinating and they be lazy, because it's like you're not even lazy. You just being so serious with shit. Bro, stop giving a fuck and just have fun. Like, just have fun with everything that you do. Have fun with your work. That don't mean have fun, go to the club. That shit not fun. You just destroying yourself. Have fun to get in your shit. Go buy that microphone. Go record. Go make music. Go do what you want to do to spread art in the world, because that's what art is. Art is just earth. EARTH. It's just earth. You feel me? So I feel like the reason we're here on earth is to make art, transmute our pain into art. You feel what I'm saying? That's beautiful.
He said that's beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
You transfer inspiration. The word inspiration is like,
Always a pleasure, fellas.
all right, y'all. But yeah, in the middle of inspiration is spirit, so it's like just transferring your spiritual energy to other people, and that's just really what I chose. to do, bro.
Inspiration.
Like, hell
Yeah, that's real. That's
Putting
real.
people in that spirit.
Yeah, transfer that to people, because it's gonna go from them to the people around them to the people around those people, and it's just a chain reaction of just a bunch of different spiritual energy going everywhere, and they ain't doing nothing but evolving it. And I had to download the other day, and then like it changed the way I looked at a lot of different things. So, everything is a concept, bro, and all we did, like, we was out here talking about this. How does every single city look the same all over the world?
Really?
When you flying in the air, yeah, it might have its own decorations and stuff, but everything has highways. The signs are squares and they be green and spelled with white letters. Why is everything so specific?
Or when you in the sky,
same-
that shit look like a damn panel.
Look like a chip. Yeah.
like a little panel or
and
motherboard.
everything, like, yeah. And so I'm just thinking, I'm like, so how did it get to the point to where it expanded across the whole world? Well, it started with an idea, and all we do is we take an idea and we just evolve it. It goes from energy, wherever it came from, to a thought, to actions, to to habits, to a lifestyle, and now we just live in this way. And so, like, everything, bro, it's just deep.
See, but when you even talk about idea,
Yeah.
what people don't realize is that, again, like, what ideas are you accepting? And see, the thing about all of us is we've learned how to filter in what ideas we allow within our brain, because just the same way we can look
Yeah.
outside in the plane and see this shit look like a motherboard, we also able to understand that within our brain. You just say, I had a download.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our fucking mind is literally like a computer. So
Yeah.
it's like, I gotta make sure what fucking websites I'm clicking on so I don't get a virus. So again, we watch the movie Inception. They talk about what idea, if I can plant an idea deep inside someone's subconscious mind and make them believe it's theirs. Now, when you inspire somebody, it's because you've planted an idea within them that resonates within their spirit, even on a subconscious and even in a level that's even beyond that life. See, when I listen to his information, something within my spirit tells me this feels familiar. You know what I'm saying? Even within these moments, we have deja vu moments. You know, I got to bring out deja vu. I'm the cat. We have deja vu moments where we're like, hold on, this shit feel familiar. Why do you think that? Just like how you was fucking 2014,
Yeah.
you're already getting connected to a frequency that you was going to end up in right now.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah,
You know
hell
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for
So
sure.
we've all connected to this Bluetooth line before. We've all had some of these ideas before because of the frequency that we lived on now and the frequency that we lived on in the past. You get what I'm saying? So you never even know. We might have had fucking connections before. We might have already met. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, there's no doubt. When I was
Yeah.
when I was young, the first thing I gave up in my life was Canadian bacon. I never knew why I gave it up. You know, I was like 12, 13, like this dude. But I just said, Mom, I'm not going to eat that stuff anymore. And then it took me another decade, but I figured out I'm born in the year of the snake, and the pig is my enemy, and bacon comes from a pig.
Yeah.
So again, I didn't know anything like that, but because I'm an old soul, just like with him, certain things triggered.
Yeah.
That's why I always notice about these master numbers. Certain things just fall into place with them because subconsciously they knew this information. It's always with the master numbers, so much sevens as well. But usually with those people, they seem to have a subconscious that already knows and is guiding them more so than every other, 1 through 9.
Oh, yeah,
That's
definitely.
something I've noticed throughout my life, man. I remember I was talking to this one kid on, I was giving him a numerology reading, and he was born on the 29th, and then 2 and 9/11. So I'm like, yo, kid, he was about 18. I was like, 19. He was 19 years old. And I was like, listen, I think you could have a real future in social media. You should open up a TikTok and IG. And right after the reading's done, he's telling me, yo, Gary, I just want to tell you, I already have 3 million on TikTok.
He lit.
And he's 19.
Yeah.
Because that's how it is. That's why I've noticed the people, like, for instance, why is Aiden Ross famous? I mean, the guy's
Oh
an
my
idiot.
gosh.
The guy's
Yeah.
a straight idiot. Okay, straight up clown. But he's born on the 11th, and people will follow him because whether they're laughing with them or at him, it doesn't matter. They're entertained by that energy. That's how it works.
And even when you're in rooms of people, if somebody, like, for example, he's a 33, so you already know it's levels to this shit. If there's somebody in the room that has a higher frequency, we're naturally going to be attracted to that frequency or drawn to that frequency. That's why y'all got to make sure of energy vampires because y'all are most likely going to be vibrating at a higher frequency than most people that are your age. So you got to make sure people that you're around that they're not trying to drive you to the club.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So they will try to contaminate that energy.
I don't do that. I don't do that drinking shit.
Yeah, I don't drink
that haram. I don't do any of that fucking club shit. Find yourself a good woman, and you're good.
And
Real
build.
shit.
Find yourself a good woman, because I'm gonna tell you this, man. I've never seen a man reach his peak without a good woman by his side. That's
Talk
a fact.
about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I've never seen, and I've been
real.
around, and I've been around the billionaires. I've been around these people. If you're worried that your chick is sucking someone else off while you're not around, you're going to be worried about that on the back of your head. You're not going to be able to do what you have to do as a man to fucking conquer if you're worried some bullshit's going on. So one of the first things you got to do is make sure you find a good woman.
Lust will destroy you.
And here's the thing. Once you actually do that, you have to understand what are the best tools to actually accomplish that. And the fact is, it's numerology and astrology because, again, proof in the pudding, fucking 20 years, no issues, and that's how I got married. So again, with all respects to imams and preachers and all the priests out there and all the rabbis, the hell with what you guys are doing. We need you to step aside and see, bless you, because that's the truth. We need you to step aside because it's time for the numerologists and astrologers to take over. And guess what? You're not going to have a 90% divorce rate like you have in the United States of America right now.
How would somebody go about that, though? Because I think you said you found your wife from numerology. How would somebody go about that for themselves?
Even the basics, the basics can help. Like, for instance, just go through Chinese astrology. You have friend signs, you have enemy signs. For instance, one friend sign combination is the horse, the dog, and the tiger. So people within that triad would do best together.
Horse, dog, and tiger.
Horse, dog, and tiger.
So,
for instance, hold on. Kobe is a horse, and he married Vanessa, who is a dog. So you see, that's how that relationship works. They were tight. Kobe gave up his family for her. So when it comes down to it, that's a very strong relationship. When it comes down to another triad, it's going to be the cat, the pig, and the goat. Those do very well together too, especially on a financial level. These goats and pigs, man, they get together, they make money. PayPal, Tesla, that's all nothing but goats and pigs making money together. The next triad, when it comes to the enforcers, when it comes down to the people who do it pretty much brute force, are the ox, Napoleon, Hitler, rooster, extremely alpha in your type, and snakes. They have that triad. Malcolm X was a ox, straight in your face. You know what I'm saying? He was a lot more brute force. This man right here is a horse. He wouldn't do it Malcolm X's way. He would do it. Which way would you do it? If there's one figure, who would you do it?
One figure?
One national figure. It would be Nelson Mandela, because Nelson Mandela is a horse, and that's the exact same way you would do it. Let me tell you a story about Nelson Mandela. After 7 years, they gave him a piece of paper and they said, "Listen, you're free to go. All you gotta do is sign this piece of paper and you can leave." And he said no.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not signing. You
signing
get that,
shit.
don't
Yeah,
you?
I ain't signing shit.
Okay, so again, your freedom's on the line. You can go see your wife. You can start having sex again. You can start having food again. You ain't signing that paper, are you?
Hell no, bro.
That's how horses operate.
I stand on morals and respect.
You see,
bro.
that's how
You feel me?
horses
Morals and
operate.
principles.
Okay, they won't compromise. They're the revolutionaries. Mandela was in jail for 30 fucking years. And by the way, who'd he bring down? The apartheid government, which was led by de Klerk, who was a rat. So the horse took out the rat enemy signs.
You just tell me that.
Kobe, born in the horse year, dies 2020, rat year. Damn.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Yeah.
And Kobe didn't like each other, did they?
I was gonna ask about you. What is Shaq?
Rat.
They used to fight on the court all the time. That's crazy. They had so many fights.
So if I'm watching, if I'm a viewer, how would I go about finding what I am?
Basically, you can go to GG33 on Twitter, put in the hashtag, all of that stuff is there.
Yep.
Every single time.
Bet.
And again, we'll go through all the enemy signs in a second. The last friend sign combination is the rat, the monkey, and the dragon. Example, America, the most is a monkey nation, and the most popular sport in America is the NFL. 1920 founded monkey year. So a monkey sport is the most popular in a monkey country. By the way, no one gives a fuck about football outside of America.
Yeah.
So those are facts. Kyrie Irving, born 1992, year of the monkey, hits the game-winning shot in Steph Curry's eyes in 2016 to win the NBA Finals. In 2016, the year of the monkey. So the monkey wins this title in the monkey year. Has he ever gone close? Has he ever gone close again? No.
Damn.
So
That shit
again,
Maybe another monkey year.
Andrew Tate, born 1986, the year of the tiger, becomes famous. 2022, year of the tiger. How energy works. John Jones, you guys know who John Jones is, right? UFC fighter. Born 1987, year of the cat. Wins his first UFC title, 2011, the cat year. Gets stripped. He didn't even lose. He gets stripped of his title in 2017. His enemy year, the rooster. And then it comes back in 2023, a cat year again, wins the title again.
Is 2020 a horse year?
Yes. No, that's a rat year. Enemy sign.
Oh, 2020 is a right year?
Yep.
Okay, I blew up in 2020 on YouTube.
So you're asking me, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means you might have issues making as much money as you probably want to.
In 2020?
No, off that content that you started in 2020.
Oh, that makes sense because I'm like, that was on YouTube, but I be on YouTube, but it's like, I got other outlets, and that's how I make all my money. Okay, that makes sense.
So even though you blew up that year, it still fucked up
Like
your money
videos or some
because
shit.
if you blew up in another year, your money because of that would have been better.
Joe
Joe Biden. So let me show you an example. Joe Biden, born 1942, year of the horse.
Yeah.
Becomes president 2021, but it was still a rat year, so 2020. How's his presidency looking?
Oh yeah, horrible.
So he is the president still, even though the election was stolen.
Yeah.
But he still is the president. But the whole country went to shit because he came in at the wrong time.
So what year is it right now? Is it cat year?
It's a cat year. That's why she blowing up hard.
It's hard.
That's why she blowing up because see a cat coming up in the cat year. Your life changing year is gonna be 2026. That's a horse year. You 2027 goat year. See how that works?
Yeah. Hey, that's hard. How old? I'll be having like 24. I think
2023, 24.
23, 24.
23, my
Yeah.
year.
That's why they,
Oh yeah,
that's why they call it
23, 24.
Jordan.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I like that.
Jordan year. That makes sense. So here's what we're gonna do. We got two more gentlemen who need to get on. So how do people reach you? Tell them how to find you on.
Bet. On Instagram at Von_Boogie. I got a YouTube Von2Cut. Hey, I'm dropping my album, The Hood Buddhist Month. Got 20 songs on there. July 7th, 2023. Go get that, and I'm out. Let's get it.
Brother, how do people reach you?
So you can reach me at Vontelligent on Instagram, Vontelligent999 on TikTok, and Vontelligent on YouTube. And click the link in all my bios, bro, and you just gonna find everything you need, bro. I'm the spiritual plug, bro. Let's get it.
All right, bro. Let's get the last two people on there.
Yup.
Get 'em.
And by the way, good job, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Tag one of you waters, right?
Of course.
Talk about how meta changed on the 28th and the symbol of that 8.
Excuse me?
Look at Five coming on with no shirt. Look at Five coming on with no shirt.
Come on, man. J.R. Smith. Look at J.R. Smith.
That's my brand.
J.R. Smith.
No real talks about the shirtless.
All right, brother. Look at this. We're gonna start calling you J.R. Smith, brother.
J.R. Smith, let's get it.
J.R. Smith, man. He's the one who tried to do that shit. Anyways, listen, man. You guys gotta come out here strong because
Okay, with this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
you guys gotta come out here strong because your partners did a hell of a job.
They did good?
That's what's up. That's
Okay,
what's up.
so what
That's
we're
what's
gonna
up.
do is we're gonna start off with you, my man. Who are you? What the hell you doing here? And how the hell did you gain like such a big following?
Man, honestly, I can't even tell you. I can just experience it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I always thought different. You know what I'm saying? I always had a good mindset. People always told me I was smart even at a young age. And I just came across like...
What day you born on?
The 7th. Yeah. Yeah, so that should tell you something. But, yeah.
You just worried this shit, man. He already cocky. He's already flexy. Just worried
You know
about
what I'm
this.
saying?
I can tell you something.
But no, I definitely don't. Like, I still scare myself with my own mindset sometimes. Like, why am I this smart? Not to toot my own horn, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I still like, I just want to know, like what more can I do? Because I have so much potential. I have so much knowledge. I have so much information. Never stop. So I just feel like the only thing I can do, the only thing that makes me feel sane and, like, keeps me calm is spreading what I know, helping other people. So that's why I feel like, I had to transmute all this knowledge and all this information into my phone and to the people, you know what I'm saying? So I can just always say my mindset. Now, whenever I got an idea or, information on something, I can just make a video on it and touch literally thousands and thousands of souls. So that's what I've been doing for 2 years now. And I just love my life.
Let me ask you something, man.
What's up?
What's your biggest platform?
My biggest platform, TikTok.
How many have you on there?
990,000, man.
So you got a milli. Let's just round this shit. You got a milli.
To sound better, yeah. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 away from.
So again, you are a bona fide influencer, and you're like freaking not even 20 years old. Man.
19, yeah.
Okay, you're a bona fide influencer.
Yeah.
I want you to look in that fucking camera right there. We live.
Right there
I
on the
want
left.
you to tell me how the fuck, and I want you to tell these people how the hell you got a million followers at such a young age, man. What did you do?
The person that created my brain is the same person that helped me get 1 million followers. That's all I can tell you. You know,
just everything to Allah.
I feel like, yeah, exactly. Allah, God, Yahweh, whatever you want to call him, Most High, Universe, that motherfucker or that being, then made me this, you know what I'm saying? This person is real chosen,
Okay, we got that. A lot of people could tell us, okay, God helped us.
Yeah.
But you still put in the work.
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
What did you do? How did you put in that work? Did you network with people? What did you do? 'Cause this didn't drop in your lap, man. I just got in this game. I got 500,000, and that took me about 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got in this game. So I want to know what the hell you did, and I want to know. But listen, I already was established. People know who the hell I am. So that helped me. How did you pull this at such a young age?
Honestly, man, I feel like it was always just me being genuinely different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they're different. A lot of people are different, but I'm tapped in with my uniqueness. So it's not about me reading a couple things for a couple hours and then making TikTok videos. No, it's literally my mindset. Everything is an art. The way that I articulate my words and put things together, put pictures together, is a natural art that I have that most people just doesn't gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because I have that art and that uniqueness, everybody like can relate to me and gravitate towards me. And I'm just being me. I'm not trying to. I'm just, doing what I do best. And I just, you know what I'm saying? Just use my knowledge, use my words. And next thing you know, like, everybody just gravitates towards it and loves it. So I'm just always
you're
thankful.
a 5 left path in numerology.
Absolutely.
And 5's the number of the entertainer. So that's why it works for you. Now let's go to you, brother.
He's like, yeah, this is why.
We're gonna get this down. I just wanted to see what you would tell the people.
Right.
Yes, 5s are extremely good at this. That's why entertainer starts with EE is the 5th letter. Now we got another 5 here too. Now, what is your biggest platform?
We got TikTok for right now.
And what do you have on TikTok?
520 something K.
520,000. That's a extremely respectable amount. How did you pull that off? Again, the same thing he said, but we know you're an entertainer, you're 5, we get all that. She's born on the 23rd, you know what I'm saying? She's got her mouthpiece. What do you think that you did that stood out that other people just don't have? Like, you can't teach hype. You can't teach charisma. You have it or you don't. So what is the thing that you have or your buddy has that puts you on such an elevated level? Because let's be honest, not many people can do that.
Right. First of all, I don't give a F. So that's the first part. Like, I really don't care. Like you gotta, in order coming on this internet, you gotta not care about like people talking about you. Your emotions have to be off the internet. Number one. Number two, I'm an engineer and a rapper, so it's like I don't have to go to. I'm basically I guess I'm the music of the spiritual community right now type stuff. So like I don't have to like I was a producer before.
What kind of bars you throw?
All kind of bars. We rap about everything. Like I done rap about reptilians, all kind of stuff. Like so yeah.
So if I told you the word alien, and you take out the A at the top and you take out the N at the bottom, and you take the word alien and has the word lie inside, what does that tell you? That tell you maybe reptilians ain't real, maybe grays ain't real, maybe Predilians ain't real, maybe all that shit's a Rothschild lie?
It could be a lie, but my soul feel otherwise sometimes. Like my soul just feel like it's something out there. Ain't no way we the only people on this earth.
Okay, let me ask you something, man. Mm-hmm. What's the biggest known UFO incident in the world?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Roswell. I'm sure all you guys heard of Roswell, right?
Hold on, you gotta explain it, cause
where they say there was a UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico.
I think I did heard that. I think I did heard that.
Well, that is the biggest known UFO incident of all time, and it made sure it happened in Roswell, New Mexico. Mm-hmm. Roswell starts with R-O, just like Rothschild starts with R-O. Mm-hmm. I think they're throwing you guys off.
Okay.
I think it's much more logical that it's not aliens, but it's people from the future.
Time travel.
I think it's more likely that it's time travelers that are going back in time, back in the future, and they're the ones that we see these advanced technologies, and it's much easier to accept that it's aliens than it's actually time travelers. I don't believe in that. I don't believe it. I think it like, listen, I studied the whole history of the reptilians, the Orion War. I studied all that shit too, okay?
Right.
It makes sense that there's people in the world who are really smart, and the Rothschilds know these smart people exist, so they need some bait for their ass too.
Right.
And the UFOs, the reptilians, all that stuff. I'm not saying fourth dimensional beings don't exist.
Right.
I believe jinn exist and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm just saying what most people think of reptilians or, grays, Pleiadians, I think that's just talk. The Anunnaki, all that stuff. I think that's just basically talk to basically suppress the truth, which is, I believe it's all time travel. I really believe that.
That's a good theory, because I have heard like the Greys, they are literally they say they were Caucasians, advanced Caucasians from the future that came back to the past. So maybe the technology looked extraterrestrial type stuff, but
I don't know about Caucasians. I've never seen people with eyes that big, bro.
Right, like a mutated version.
I definitely get it, man. I definitely get it, but I am a firm believer that if you start looking into Tesla's work, and then you start looking into the fact that Donald Trump's uncle was the one who went through Tesla's work, and then you start understanding, well, wait a second, then they became very, very rich after they got that work. Obviously, there's something there. There's something there. The same way I knew the World Trade Center went down on purpose, because Fort Knox, the second biggest Fort Knox in the world, was in the World Trade Center. And they moved all the gold August 2001, right a month before it imploded. Wow. You believe that shit? A month before that, they took all the gold out. All you got to do is follow the money. That's why I tell you people about the vaccine or the Titanic or anything. Just follow the money. That's all you need to know. Just follow the money. Yes, the Titanic was a hit job.
Astor?
Yeah, Mr. Astor, he was the richest man in America. And, let's just say you have two big gangs, okay? If you take out and you're the head guy in this gang, I'm the head guy in this gang. If I take you out and people know I took you out, there's going to be retribution. Mm-hmm. There's going to be blood in the streets. Who wants that shit? Instead, yo, my dude, I got a ship, man. I just built this shit, man. Luxury, come on, boy. We'll fucking talk about our problems. Right. And as soon as that ship sails, you get off right before it takes off.
Right.
And then that fucker sinks with half the white boats, half everything. They made sure. How does the richest man not survive, but other people do? They made sure they killed his ass. So now there's not going to be any retribution because it was an accident. Now, all those politicians you were paying off, that money dried up.
Right.
So they're coming to me over here. Now I'm their daddy. All of a sudden, there's no more opposition to the Federal Reserve. I get my bank. This is strong arm tactics, but this is real history that they're not going to. And again, I understand some people can say that Titanic was the Olympia and they did it for insurance money. Cool. I'm not disputing that. All I'm trying to tell you was that Titanic was a trap. And it was meant to kill people. And without that, you don't have the Federal Reserve. And you know what the Federal Reserve is. I don't have to teach you guys what the Federal Reserve is. You see, you know, they're economic terrorists. Straight up economic terrorists. But at this point, the parasite has infected the host. That if you actually destroy the Federal Reserve, you destroy America as well. They're so interconnected. So again, that's why you don't hear me talking about the Fed too much, because that's a lost cause. Right. If you try to destroy the Fed, America is done. Okay? You're going to start going to the gas and see gas at $10. Bread costs $5. That's what's going to happen. So at this point, you know, if you're in America, you can't root for America to lose. Because if America loses, we all lose.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what part of the country you in. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. Because as soon as this dollar collapses, all our fucking prices go up. They don't give a fuck what the fucking color your skin is at the bank. They care about how much green you have. That's how it works, guys.
You want to control the country? Control the banks.
Yeah. How you feel about the submarine?
Just a psyop, man.
Yeah.
Whenever you have billionaires dying, start looking at, you know, where these billionaires are from. One of them was from Pakistan. He was connected to the Pakistani defense industry and their internal revenue service and, you know, their internal defense service. So I'm pretty sure whatever happened, it was pretty much a death sentence. Some people at very high levels knew those people were never coming back. Those people were probably against something the powerful people wanted, and they probably needed them, you know, the Titan.
So what you think about The Simpsons? Because we talk about time traveling, and even Simpsons had the shit with Donald Trump winning the presidency, and even with the submarine. Like, what do you think about that? Like The Simpsons predicting events like that. And why are they yellow?
Okay, so here's the thing about The Simpsons. One of my biggest topics of conversation with people who are worth billions of dollars are The Simpsons. I shit you not. Even the billionaires are aware of how good The Simpsons are at predicting things.
So it's not even a theory no more.
It's not a theory because, you know, I get texts about The Simpsons from people who are worth 8-9 billion.
Wow.
Like, did you see this? Did you see this? My interpretation of The Simpsons is whatever the game book is, whatever the game plan is for the New World Order, this book has been out for a long time. And these people know exactly what they're going to do. So when you have The Simpsons predicting Donald J. Trump coming down the escalator, is saying he's going to run for president, and then that exact thing happens in 2015, that's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
That's more like Donald Trump is in the same club of whoever is creating The Simpsons. And who knows, it might be someone just getting someone's ear, like, say you're running The Simpsons, yo, I need this written this way. It might be that.
That was one of my biggest songs, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, I did a song on The Simpsons. Baby, I show each of all the events that happen
Kobe.
while I'm rapping.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you peep the black people black on there. The yellow people. You know what I'm saying? You peep that, the black people black.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you something right there.
Do we gotta edit that? I'm just kidding.
Hey, y'all throw that in there.
No, we're on Kick, man. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say on Kick. That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever got suspended off Kick?
Not that I know of.
I don't think anyone's ever got suspended off Kick.
Oh, it's a new streaming
It's a
platform.
new streaming. Yeah, this is what we're not
Yeah.
doing right now. Like, there's no one I think has ever been suspended or deleted off Kick. If there's gonna be someone who tested, it's gonna be Zerka.
No.
If someone's gonna test it, it's gonna be that guy for sure.
I feel like, Kick is big on freedom of speech, so I don't see how you could get suspended or banned or nothing like that. Yeah, a lot of streamers going to Kick. They offer people big bags. So, like, do you think everybody that's, billionaires is on that side?
No, because I know some personally.
Ooh, so it's possible.
So I'll give you an example. There's a big difference between, say, this person with 10 billion, 5 billion, and that dude over there with 300 billion.
Right.
That's a big fucking difference. Tesla, which is owned by Musk, has their own line at the U.S. border with customs. From Mexico to America, Tesla has their own line. I don't think you understand how powerful you have to be to get your own trucking line in the U.S. customs. Like when you go through the border, Tesla literally has their own line.
Like as far as like trading goods and stuff?
Yes,
Wow.
they have their own fucking line. Okay, to do something like that, you got to have beyond connections of the president of the United States, because the president can't do something like that.
Ooh.
So you have to actually know people on the inside. That's the difference between Elon Musk or Bill Gates, who controls all the pharmaceuticals, controls all these other people. But at the end of the day, it's not even them. There's companies out there called BlackRock and Vanguard.
I heard about BlackRock.
Okay, they have $9 trillion, not billion, trillion.
Wow.
Okay, that's half the size of the U.S. economy, 40%. How so for instance, people ask how they spread the agendas, because Target just put out a whole section for transgenders. Okay, a whole section. They lost $9 billion. $9 billion they lost because of the backlash they faced. So the common question is, why would they do that? Why would they lose money like that? Because the people at the top, Vanguard and BlackRock, give them money, and they say, if you want us to give you hundreds of billions of dollars, which we have, you have to promote a certain agenda. Because the people at the top, they print the money.
Right.
They don't give a fuck. The people over here, the billionaires, Apples, all these other companies, they still need money.
So why Elon Musk named it like Tesla after Tesla? Like, why do you think he did that?
I believe that he's trying to use the vibration of that man. But you have to understand, Tesla was named Tesla before Musk bought it.
Okay.
I think he bought it because it was a 2003 company, goat, and he's a pig. That's why I thought he bought it. And those are, friendly signs. That's why I think. I mean, listen, Musk is going to have his own issues in 2 years. We'll see how that works out for him. And again, if Musk wants to learn about enemy years, how are your boy, man? Because no matter, that's the thing about this universe.
He's listening.
I mean, we know he is at certain levels.
He's listening.
We know he is
real.
at certain levels.
He's already started making the moves according to the numbers.
He did buy Twitter for $44 billion. 4 plus 4 is 8. When he came out with Twitter Blue at the very beginning, it was $8. So again, he is using it, but he's not using it to the way he should be using it.
I see him trolling on there a lot, though.
He's good at that.
So how can the average person use numerology to their benefit?
Well, for instance, you're a 5.
You're right.
People who are 5, so are you. So when it comes down to it, 5s have to travel quite a bit in life.
Okay.
If they're stuck in one place, they're not going to reach their full potential.
For real, though.
So just to know something like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
So again, you guys have traveled a little bit more than most people your age, haven't you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so you guys are both 5s. So again, just knowing your numerology, I don't need to know anything about you. Know you guys fucking move.
Yeah.
So again, every single number has advantages and disadvantages.
By the number, you don't even gotta know what we actually do. You just
I know what you're good at.
Okay.
And usually people do what they're good at, so I can connect the two.
So like when I say like an average person using numerology to their benefit, I'm talking about like knowing what certain dates to drop music or drop a video. Or like So how would I know what to do? Like,
easy. Well, what are you trying to do with the music? You trying to straight up inspire people, or you trying to make a bag?
I mean both.
Well, if you're trying to do both, then like for instance, 8's number of money. Drop your music on the 8th, 17th, 26th.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or on the 28th.
listen, 8, 17.
Hey, listen, even LL Cool J does stuff like this. Okay. So again, this is nothing new.
Right.
I've advised plenty of people at that level. 8, 17, 26, 28. Drop your album on those days. It'll be much more successful financially.
Is it the reason why rent is on the first? And like a lot of payments is on the first and all kinds of shit?
That's just capitalism.
Oh, yeah. So
That's just capitalism.
They're not using numerology to the, like, you know.
No, they are using numerology. Well, maybe they aren't, but I am. Okay, like for instance, GG33 Academy is 8th day. You know, I opened my academy on the 8th day. It's doing pretty well.
Okay, that's good.
I opened my academy on September 8th last year, and at this point, it is the biggest occult school in the world. GG33 Academy is bigger than GG33. It's the biggest occult school in the world, and I accomplished that in 9 months?
Oh, you went to it?
What's that? No, I opened the school.
Oh, you
But speaking of 9, they keep wanting to hear about the number 9, the power of the number 9.
Yeah.
What's the power?
They want to talk about the 9s.
Yeah, so what's up?
I don't really talk about 9s. That's the thing.
Wow, what's up?
Well, see, everyone. Let's just say that you're in a field where everyone's wrong about something.
Yeah.
And you're also in the field where everyone's a thief. So if you actually release information, they're not going to fucking pay homage and say, oh, I learned this off you.
Right.
As a matter of fact, in a couple of months, they're going to say, oh, you stole it from me.
Right.
So because I know every numerologist is wrong about certain number, I keep that shit in house. So she's in my group, so we keep that inside the group.
Okay.
But some people like to. One thing I will do, I will gatekeep, but I won't lie.
They got mad.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
Like I won't lie to people. Right. Okay, so I won't tell you bullshit. But most people who talk about the 9, they talk about bullshit. Like for instance, 9 is the number of the humanitarian. Go to any numerology book; it will tell you that 9 is the number of humanitarian. My question is Joseph Stalin a humanitarian? And Joseph Stalin's the guy in the USSR who killed 50 million people. Does that sound like a humanitarian to you? Or what about Heinrich Himmler, the guy who was in the SS for the Nazis running the concentration camps? Does that seem like a humanitarian to you? So again, when people are so wrong about something, I'm keeping that shit in house.
Right.
That's my next song, numerology. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do like life path.
You should do that shit for sure. Yeah.
That's exactly what people should be
That's
doing.
my next
Put
one.
that stuff out there, man.
How you feel about psychedelics?
I have never done it in my life.
Are you serious?
Never done it in my
Do you
life.
have knowledge on psychedelics?
I know if I knew it was real DMT, 100% pure, I might consider it.
So now,
Hold on. It's like this. Some people are, do cocaine and they want to make sure that shit's pure. They want to make sure it's not cut up with anything. I'm the same way with DMT. I want to make sure that shit's not cut up because I've seen what happens when people take a bad batch. That shit fucks them up for life. So again, I'm already smart enough where I could skate by without actually doing that shit. But if I actually went down to Brazil where that shit's really down there and got that shit out the tree, whatever. If it was for real, then I might.
Yeah.
But I don't need to do that right now, especially in Miami. I don't know what the fuck they gotta put in that shit, okay?
It's like, you never heard about like the benefits of shrooms and how it like taps your mind to another level?
Some people, they need some things to help them manifest.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
33.
I don't need any help manifesting.
So speaking of...
Because I'm a 33 life path.
Yeah, so speaking of 33, you know about the 33 circles in the seat of life and the 33 vertebrae in the spine, and you know about that already.
Do you know when water's at 32 Fahrenheit, it's still frozen. But at 33, it's liquefied, which basically means that's the point of enlightenment right there.
Wow.
And the Freemasons did the Fahrenheit system, and they did it purposefully to symbolize how strong the 33 energy is. That's why they associated Jesus with the number 33.
He died at 33.
Because he's the most famous dead man in the world.
Right.
See how that works?
Damn.
Even in Islam, they have 33 beads they go like this with.
33 beads?
33 beads. They always count their beads.
Vertebrates. I mean, that's where the energy transfers to create enlightenment.
And that's why I told you the snake is the most connected to the 33 because it's the snake going up the chakra.
No, it's crazy. I brought up shrooms because shrooms had like a big part of my awakening. I ain't gonna lie. Like the day before I actually made my TikTok account, I had took a shroom. I had a shroom trip, and that had me like overwhelmed with information. And because I was overwhelmed with information, I was no longer accepting the fact that people was not gonna have this information. I'm like, I'm so tapped in right now. I'm learning so much that I refuse to I refuse to not do my part to help other people get this information. So the whole day I'm just saying, I'm going to change the world. I will change the world. I will change the world. Literally the next day, my Snapchat gets deleted. That's the app I was on every single day. Since that got deleted, it just randomly got deleted. So
How many followers did it take from you?
On Snapchat? Mm-hmm. I wasn't even like nobody. I was nobody then. Mm-hmm. Snapchat don't even got followers. So I'm just a regular person. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what the hell? So now I need a new app to distract myself with. So I hop on TikTok and I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching videos on here. I'm like, oh, I can just make videos on here. I made one video. That shit blew up overnight, 50,000 views. I'm like, okay, let me try this again. Boom. Thousands of views. That's
how it starts.
That's how it starts, bro. And it's all because of that shroom trip. I'm like, I need to get this information out here. So I'm just and not only that, I was researching for like 2 years and I already had like an open mindset. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is a green light to release all my information every single day.
It opened your mind up like that, right? And you born on the 7th. Imagine what that would do to somebody on the 33 where he's already open to those frequencies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like I said, I don't need much help.
That's why he need the organic stuff because he makes sure he get the real effect, like the right effect.
Yeah,
because he's already seen things.
You guys just saw me smoke a blunt to the head. That didn't have any effect on me. I don't think the other stuff will have that much of effect compared to those.
They'll tell you about Sean. The chat will tell you about Sean.
Look at that. We got a whole bunch of people taking fucking shit in this chat room. How you guys doing out there, man?
They all talking about jugs.
So you're a walking Jesus.
Oh, stop.
I feel like in a way we are Jesus. Because in the Bible they talk about how Jesus is the Son of God. Basically, we just God in the body form. We are basically the Son of God. We are extensions of God.
Remember I talked about the word alien and it had the word lie in it?
Yeah.
So is the word Bible. Has the word lie in it too.
I mean, think about it. They even lie about Egypt. They say Egypt was only about 6,500 years ago, but it's like you look at the Sphinx and the Sphinx literally has watering that has been shown that it's been over 65,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So they're already trying to fuck up within your timeline of, you know what I'm saying, of history.
I mean, I could tell you right now how they built the pyramids. Like Joe Rogan's always talking about, how they get these rocks over 2.5. So it was basically sound wave technology.
Oh yeah,
they had sound waves and basically magnets that was forcing these sound waves, and with these things they can move these rocks no issues. How they cut them, it was all advanced technology. I'm assuming Babylonian technology, something like that.
And even in Egypt, they already had sacred geometry on their tombs and on their walls. So it just shows that they've already been connected to the numbers.
Yeah. I
mean, the sacred geometry is what builds up this earth plane. When we look at the crystals, when we look at the infrastructure of the world, like.
See, I just happened to look at the phone. I just happened to look at the phone. Just happened to look at the phone. Now, you guys look at the tape. How many times have I looked at my phone? Not many.
Not many.
Okay, I just happened to look at 11:11. This is what I'm talking about. This is the signs the Matrix shows you. When you're tapped in, you just know. Now, to other people who only use one side of their brain, I look like I'm crazy. Oh, I'm nuts. Everyone on this fucking panel is fucked up. But here's the point. You have to use both sides of your brain. You can't just use the science part. You can't just use the logic part. You have to use the creative side. And sometimes you got to use intuition. Like, you really got to use intuition.
Yes, you do.
See, but now I have a question because you said use both sides of the brain. And I've actually, told people that I feel like school systems have purposely tried to make us use only one part of our brain by keeping us in classrooms that are so fucking dull, that are so fucking boring, that it actually dulls our creative side of the brain, which allows us to imagine and visualize. You know what I'm saying?
I think you'd be horrified if you went to the Chinese school system.
Why you say that?
Because what they do is they don't actually teach any creativity whatsoever. All they teach in the Chinese school system is how to basically add, how to do mathematics. They can never be the best at anything. They'll take whatever you created it and make it better. They'll take whatever you make and make it better.
Who would do that?
The Chinese. But they'll never be the first at creating anything because they don't teach that creativity in their schools. They have they're basically robots. They're literally robots.
Yeah.
That's what they're teaching them.
And they got
see, this is why back in the day they taught music in schools. This is why they taught stuff like that, because it tapped into other people's minds, their creative minds. That's why the arts As much as people used to make fun of, oh, he's a fag for doing that shit. No. You have to understand that sometimes those creative things open up different sides of your brain. Or chess. When you play chess, you start understanding how to think 3-4 moves ahead, and then you start applying that knowledge into everyday life. So that's how you exercise your mind in some ways.
Even colors.
When I drive, well, how do I do? Remember you guys gave me your birthdays? I was so quick at counting them up.
Yeah.
One of the things I do is when I drive, I count license plates. Quick, 4, 5, 2, 8. What does that mean? Quick. You
like
start
you
doing
turned it into numerology?
No. I just start.
You just count it.
Just count, so I can count quicker.
Okay.
So it's like, so I become that robot. But at the same time, I'm also very creative with how I look at things. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I always use
Like
both
breathe
sides.
life into
I
it.
am the most skeptical person in the world when it comes to numerology. I try to prove myself wrong, and when I couldn't, that's when I said, okay. So now I can't prove myself wrong. Ain't that goddamn person gonna prove me wrong now, because I'm my own toughest cricket there is.
Absolutely.
So after that happened, because 2001 is when I started all this shit. I used to go on. Back in my day, there wasn't any of this, Facebook or Twitter, or even if it did exist, it wasn't as big as it is now.
Right.
The technology for this type of stuff wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Nor did I have the money to buy a microphone like this. So, when it came down to it, everything has changed. So I used to go on the radio and just spit bars on the radio in my own way. And that's how I was a local celebrity in Cleveland, Ohio. It was LeBron James, the mayor.
I used to rap?
No,
You
not
was on
rap.
TV when you called
Yeah,
out the Cavaliers
Yeah.
coming back from the 3-1.
I called the Cavs coming back
shit.
from 3-1. I
They
did
did?
that on local news. Yeah, I'll show you the clip afterwards.
And they did came.
Yeah,
they did came
the
back?
first time in history any team that came back. So
They thought it was
so
crazy.
I was the one on.
So people come to you to win bets and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't win all the time, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? And when you get cocky, that's when you get your ass handed to you.
Right.
That's
That's what you was just saying before we got here. He was like, I just hit. That's what he was saying.
No, I did. The last one hit for 16 racks. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to get to this level right here.
it is what it is. Listen, it's been very difficult for me, like, to sit at a table where I don't consider myself the smartest, but I don't want to be at the table where I consider myself the richest. You never want to be at the table where you're the richest guy, because you want the other guys to keep gaining from each one.
Yeah.
Like I have because I'm good at certain things that people consider useful, I can call billionaires up on the phone and they'll give me 30 minutes of their time. And I'll ask them about certain questions that college professors don't know about. Like, how do you, pull a game with banks? How do you get them at 8% APR and then fucking flip that money? They already know all the games. So it helps to go into things of that nature with people like that. So my advice to everyone who's listening: be the best of the best of what the fuck you do, and then you'll find that people will start coming to you. Like,
I see proper etiquette classes. Work on
like
that.
I can open up my IG DMs and I got like fucking 30 IG models with 1 million to 500,000 DMing me right now. Okay? The fact of the matter is, it's because I'm the best at what I do.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And as long as you guys do that, because this girl right here, she got a lot of potential. But let's see how hard you push after the cat year, though.
Oh, trust me.
What's the cat year?
And we're in the cat year right now.
Oh.
I feel like this year been
It's
good.
just the launching pad. It's just the foundation. This is the launching pad, and I'm going to ride it.
Cat year's not bad, right? Because it's
no,
been
Cat year mean?
Cat year means people are more interested in intelligence.
That's why I
People
blew up the most.
and
this year.
people are coming to you and they're asking questions where last year they would have laughed at you.
Literally.
Because now they're accepting the information. I literally have people in the Saudi Arabian royal family. I'm setting their wedding dates. Okay, we're talking about people in the royal family.
Wow.
Those are the type of things I'm doing. So
Just off of numerology.
just off numerology and astrology.
But because he mastered his craft, even when people were doubting him, he would still master his craft.
It's crazy.
I was like, again, I'm the Michael Jordan of this game. So when it comes down to it, I dominate my field. That's what it takes. That's what it takes, because no matter what you do, you're the best of the best. Or if you do it as a collective, like you guys came in here as a collective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys prop each other up. So you all make it together.
So if you were me, what would you ask you to change my life?
That's a good question.
Right.
The advice I would give you is chase your bag first, and when you have your bag, then do your passion.
Okay, but as in talking to Michael Jordan, right? Of this game.
How you would you get to a Michael Jordan level?
No, I'm saying talking to Michael Jordan. I want to hear something that only Michael Jordan, quote unquote, Michael Jordan can tell me.
Okay.
As in Gary, you know what I'm saying? I can hear that
We're in
anywhere.
different fields. I ain't hitting jump shots here, brother.
Yeah, that was an example, but
Okay.
since you're the best in this game, I want to, you know what I'm saying?
How to apply this? What could I tell you? Because I already did it about finance. I already talked about that. I would probably say that learn the basics of numerology and guide your life around it.
Okay.
For instance, on 1 days, that'd be probably a good day to get a little stress off. Probably not the day to be a nice guy.
Okay.
Maybe step on someone's toes though. 4 days is the number of law and order. Not the day to do any dirt. Wear your seatbelt, have everything legit. Not the day to be hustling. You know what I'm saying? On a 8 day, good day to pay your bills, because 8's about money. So if you put something in, it's going to boomerang right back to you. So little things like that could help you on an everyday level. And again, this is what I call numerology and astrology, but it's honestly knowledge.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to, knowledge. And it's not just about knowing what to do, when to do it. It's also about knowing when not to step in that line, man. Like, for instance, you know what I'm saying? You're born in the GOAT year. 2021 was an ox year. Enemy signs. That's not the year for you to be fucking pressing hard to doing things, because if you do, you're going to fail. So little things like that go a long way. Your year was 218. That's when you had to lay back, not do too much, or you would fail.
219.
219. Did it start in 2018 and the issues expand in 2019?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. It's something you started in your enemy year, and it came back to bite you in your ass. I don't even know what it is, bro. I just know how the game works.
Energy.
2020 jumped me. 2022 jumped me.
2022 jumped you?
Yeah, beat my ass. Especially summertime.
2021 was the setup.
Right. And then 2020.
Remember I told you you're not the person who's supposed to do things with conflict? Remember I told you out there you're not supposed to do things
right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2022 was the year of Tate.
Right.
And he was strong-arming everyone.
Right.
So, complete different tactics, you understand?
Yeah. So, wait, hold on. Speaking of Tate, do you agree with his takes?
About 70%.
70%? Okay.
About 70%.
Okay.
The problem is you can be right 70% of the time and still be a fraud. Okay. He is going to tell you that he wants his kids to be alphas. So all it comes out of his mouth. I want my kids to be alpha, alpha, alpha.
Right.
How the fuck are your kids supposed to be alphas if you have kids with 3 different women? They all have kids. How are you supposed to be around those kids and raise them and be that masculine energy around them?
Right.
You have 3 different families. No matter what you do, you can't replicate yourself 3 times. So he's telling you all that alpha male shit, yet his actions are going to create beta males. So that is a fraud to me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So again, I can pick apart what he says piece by piece. But yeah, I agree with 70% of the stuff. Because this is what I always tell people. As men, women, we're different. Oh, most women, okay? We're different, okay? And what I mean by different is, if you don't like someone who's a dude, you're like, man, fuck this dude. You can still respect them. You can not like someone and still respect them. Yeah. As a man, I'd be like, you know what, fuck you, but you know what, you still got a good mouthpiece. Right, I gotta give the devil his due. If a woman hates you, oh no. A woman hates you, all of a sudden, Man, I hate the way his hair looks. I hate his earrings. I hate his tattoo. I hate his smile. She's gonna hate everything about you. That is the difference between a man and a woman in most cases.
Yeah, logic and emotion.
Exactly. And, you know, to be honest, a beta male is an emotional male. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
They cannot control their emotions.
Feel like
you can go to the gym all day and be whoever you want, but if you can't control your emotions, you're still a beta. Alphas control their emotions. Even women who are alphas control their emotions. Not that many of them, but, you know, you still got to give credit what it's due.
Because sometimes you got to make choices out of logic and not emotion. It takes choices that you got to make. It's going to be tough because it's like you're so emotional. You know what I'm saying? You got to go against those emotions to make a certain choice that makes the best outcome of that situation.
Sometimes you're too loyal to the wrong thing because your heart got emotions towards it.
Yep, that's so exactly. So,
people be going in relationships and continue going back to people that don't really resonate with them or doesn't grow with them.
Yeah.
But just because they got some type of emotional attachment to them, they feel like, oh, I gotta ride out with this person.
And they're not even seeing logically what that is doing to them. So now they're getting damaged emotionally because they don't have the logic.
And they just feeding off the feelings that they feeling. But at the same time, we all know that we can feel pleasure from things that don't really benefit us.
Anyways, guys, this has been fun.
I mean, I feel like we didn't even get started yet.
We put in a little work already, man.
Okay,
Y'all
yeah.
follow
Put in a
me.
little bit.
I'm Styx River on Instagram and on TikTok and on Twitter, Sticky River, STYKY River, because I already knew you was gonna say that.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna send one of them back here, and you guys gonna rap amongst yourselves for a little bit. I'm gonna put one in the air. I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay, let's get our own shit going real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Okay then.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, let's wrap it up real quick.
Take over.
I got you.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so he about to bring another one in. I don't know which one. I have a feeling I know who, but you know, real intuition test. So we gonna keep going. First of all, y'all already know these are some of the top influences when it comes to the spirituality in the game. These guys have been around for about the past 2-3 years, and we continuously to grow. Now, you know, I'm coming up and I've been watching y'all, and the reason why, you know, I wanted to talk to y'all was because, first of all, before I even got into the game, y'all were the faces that popped up on my Explore page. You feel me? So I want to know, what moment was it that created that spiritual awakening? Because I know for me, COVID did a bit. I knew it was gonna be him. I knew it was gonna be him. So what was the thing that created that drive for you to be like, all right, bet I gotta put this information out? For me, it was COVID, but for you,
Yeah,
what
hell
would
yeah.
have
I
been?
feel like we all like kind of woke up around 2020. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was like quarantine. I was already going through some self-evaluation because I had so much time on my hands. And after a while, you get so tired of watching the same YouTube videos, listening to the same songs. So I'm like, bro, I spent a lot of times just looking at the ceiling, like hours looking at the ceiling, just like thinking about things that happen in school, who I am, why I do certain things. You know, it's like every single day. Every day I catch myself thinking hard as hell because I had so much free time. So next thing you know, I'm like self-evaluating, and then I just knew something wasn't right about the world. Every single day they come out with some new news about COVID or some shit. I'm like, bro, this is not, you know, I'm like, what is actually going
on? The 7th, y'all.
Right.
What's that you got tattooed on your neck? 777.
Yeah.
Born
Not
on the
only
7th.
I'm born on the 7th, but my blood brother, he's born August 7th, and my cousin, my blood cousin, my dad's brother's son was born
I'm
on
sure you
December
conversate
7th.
the most with them about this stuff.
I mean, not really, because you know they had their time and consciousness, but it's like I know they're there. You gotta find it first. But hell yeah, so like I'm like when something don't sit with your soul, it's a whole different feeling. The whole COVID shit did not sit with my soul. I'm spiritually uncomfortable. I'm like, what is going on? Like, because when you coming from a regular kid, I was like 16 years old. A regular kid that do regular 16-year-old shit is just all of a sudden coming into a spiritual awakening. The way that you feel is indescribable. The way that you feel is like I'm going from a bot lifestyle to actually something that matters. So I'm like, yeah, I'm over here studying every day. Like, hold on. So COVID started because of this. They're trying to keep us from this, that, and that's, you know, it came back to myself. Like, why? Like, I kept asking, why? Okay, why are they doing this? Why are they keeping us from
Was
this?
there
And I'm learning
anybody
about
that
this.
you was watching at the time? Like, I
Oh,
know
hell yeah, I was watching-
Young Pharaoh was going up hard around that time.
Yeah, I was watching.
definitely spent
Pharaoh
a lot
was
of
like the main one I was watching. Young Pharaoh, Bantu Cut, a Spiritual Soul, and not only that, Spiritual Soul. I know a lot of y'all know Spiritual Soul. Spiritual Soul. Somebody just hit in the chat. Spiritual Soul is he was solo Illuminati at first, a regular content creator for people like me,
Like
you know,
basketball and
teenagers.
shit, I remember.
Yeah, basketball, 2K, all kinds of shit. So I'm watching him, and before I woke up, he became spiritual. I'm like, bro, what the fuck going on with him? I'm like, this is my favorite YouTuber. Why the hell he being weird and shit, talking about all this weird shit? So I stopped watching him. Next thing you know, I realized, I came back to his video. I'm like, hold on, he's still kind of entertaining. He's still be making jokes. Let me watch him because of entertainment. Every time he drop, I'm watching him for entertainment. I don't believe shit he's saying, but I'm just watching for entertainment. Having it play, I'm playing the game, him talking in the background. Next thing you know, all the shit he's saying is starting to grow on me subconsciously. I'm like, hold on, he low key speaking fast. What are you talking about real quick? Hold on, he's speaking fast. Every video speaking fast.
Somebody comment spiritual soul birthday so we can figure it out. Somebody comment spiritual soul birthday, but Young Pharaoh is actually a 33 life path.
Oh wow, that
Young
makes
Pharaoh's
sense.
actually a 33 life path. But you know what's crazy? We talk about, you know, us sevens and people being born on a 7 day. We're very spiritual, but 7 starts with S, spiritual starts with S.
Right.
He just said snakes are some of the most spiritual animals. That starts with S. You know what I'm saying?
Rashad Jamal, he was a 22. Was 22.
Yeah, he's 22.
But look at his birthday. His birthday is what? I don't know what year he's born, but I know it's 11/22. That's 2 master numbers right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's master number. Look, you 11. You know what I'm saying? So the 22 is also a master number. It's the master builder. So he built up his school. He was building people up with information. The guy that George Washington, I believe, was a 22 life path, or he was born on the 22nd. And he was the first president, you know what I'm saying? So the numbers, they all tell you. You can look at certain people's birthday and be like, oh shit, like that's why that shit makes sense.
Yeah, my mama got the same birthday.
You and your mom got the same birthday?
That's next level. What the fuck?
Yeah. She had me the day she turned 18. Like the day she turned 18, yeah.
That's not
crazy.
no coincidence. But no, I had what's the name? So yeah, I'm over here watching this nigga like he became weird and shit. And then next thing you know, I got subconsciously woken up because I keep watching him spit knowledge, like, you know what I'm saying, for entertainment, and the shit that he's saying is growing on me. He's planting seeds. So now it's like, okay, I'm taking what he's saying and I'm researching, and it's like I'm coming across more content creators. I mean, spiritual content creators like Von 2 Cut, Young Pharaoh. That was it. Von 2 Cut, Young Pharaoh, Illuminati in my own research, because I would actually spend hours researching, you know what I'm saying, taking everything they saying and looking into it myself. Then I started experiencing with shrooms, tapping in, meditation. I was just going so hard, and that's when I started to make videos the next year in 2021. But at first, nobody was believing shit I was saying. They thought, you know what I'm saying, they thought
that's how it always is.
Right, yeah.
See, now I want to talk to y'all about, like, we all young and we all spitting this information. Of course, when we first started, they want to make us feel like, oh, because we young, we don't really know shit. But clearly, he just confirmed that by our birthdays, you can tell that a lot of us are old souls and we've been on this frequency. Now, my thing that I want to talk about is a lot of people don't understand the challenges that we face as old souls. So even then, let's start with you. How you know, we talk about alchemy. How did these challenges actually change your whole perspective on what success looks like for you, what you really want, and how would you tell people how to get through challenges and what's on the other side of that challenge?
Understand that you need challenges in life to grow. Simple as that. Like, I understand. I was telling Rel about this shit the other day. It's like, we need problems to make life entertaining. Imagine if you just got everything when you wanted to get shit. That shit boring as fuck. You might as well throw life away. Okay, I can just get anything I want at any point in time. Like, this shit is no work at all. It's like you got to put yourself on the hamster wheel. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for problems. I'm grateful for obstacles, because you got to look at it in a positive light. Don't look at it in a negative light, in a victim mentality. Look at it as, oh, I'm a boss. This shit just made me smarter because I just solved this problem. So now if I got this problem at 18, if I get the same problem at 22, I'm already going to know what to do. So this shit not even a problem no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Karma. It's like breaking those loops. And that's the thing. People don't realize karma and knowledge both start with K. You know what I'm saying? K is the 11th letter in the alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
a lot of people don't understand that the way to overcome karma is through knowledge. If you know better, you're going to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So the fact that you facing some of these challenges early, I always try to tell people, what if the reason why you facing some of these challenges early is because of the success that you're going to reach later on, and you're going to be untouched because of the fact that you have the knowledge already.
When you destined for greatness, it's going to be harder for you.
Of course.
And that's why I just made a video, my last video, like my second to last video that I made was the chosen ones go through hell before we go through heaven. And like I said, everything in life is yin and yang, balance. That's why I got that shit so represented. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that shit from experience, how bad things, everything's fall apart first and then the good comes, you know what I'm saying?
So now that you started to have some more success in what you're talking about, do you start seeing old people like coming back trying to act like they trying to learn or to
You don't understand. Before, as Gary is talking to me, talking to all of us and everything, I'm having bro, oh my God, let me calm down, say this with peace. Okay, because, oh my God. So listen, so a same person that was talking crazy before I blew up about being weird, all kinds of shit, the same person that was trying to hold me in school by my clothes, you know what I'm saying? Basically the fake friend, all kinds of shit, right?
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? I cut him off. Literally is blowing my, randomly, I don't even know how he still has my number. Randomly, as Gary is talking to me, blowing my phone up, like, yo, we need to talk, all kinds of stuff, because he seen me going viral, all kinds of shit.
You know why though? You know what?
You know
Check this out. You look at the frequency that you're literally on.
Right.
You're literally about 33. We already talked about 33 being some
Right.
of the highest frequencies. So the moment that you start to get on that shit, that's when you start to face the challenges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about 11 days being challenging and shit like that. So you have to realize that when you start getting on higher frequencies, new levels, new devils.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But now that's where the matrix knowledge of everything that we learned from him and even about the matrix, this is where it comes with, are you going to allow yourself to get trapped?
Right.
Even
I blocked
more?
him.
Are you going
Block them instantly. You don't do that.
Yeah, you know
don't do that.
you know you finna come up once the past get brought up. Every
That's what
time.
he said, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so it's like literally that's happening because it's like the old people from your past start coming back once you start having success because it's a test now. It's like, oh, okay, are you gonna make the same mistake? Are you gonna fuck with them? Are you ready for this next level?
Right.
So when you do see that, every time I see somebody from the past come back, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come up.
Because
That's
a
why you coming
challenge-
back. That's why you
a
coming back. I'm
challenge-
gonna come up more.
A challenge, CHA. A challenge is what starts the change. CHA.
Oh
That's
shit.
hard.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shit.
Seriously.
That's hard.
Yeah.
The
And
challenges is what brings the change, for real. And a lot of people don't understand. Like, one thing I definitely want to, like, toot my own horn about is that maybe me being a cat, Matrix came out in 1999, I feel like I'm able to notice when the Matrix is about to send out a test. You know what I'm saying?
shit,
Like, even
yeah.
in Egypt, you know, the cats were literally one of the reverend animals there. Like, the animal was literally a goddess. So the thing about it is that I feel like I be able to notice when these challenges come up, but some people don't have that level of awareness to notice that because they haven't gone through the challenges already to be like, I know when that shit happened. Like, one thing I try to tell people, the moment you start to manifest money, the moment you start to ask for some money, they're going to challenge your emotions and make you lose that shit first to see how comfortable you actually are with the belief that you're telling yourself. If you're saying that you're going to make some money, then us taking a little bit shouldn't be a problem. Because you got to give to receive anyway. But a lot of people don't understand that, so they get emotional. You already lost the test because guess what? I thought you said you getting money.
Yeah.
So your belief should already be set on, oh, I'm going to give money. That's what, if I'm getting money, I'm going to give.
You give what you are.
Look at the A. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it too is like we talk about music, we talk about art, we talk about, you know, art is God and things like that. But if we look at the word create. You got to create something in order to get a bag.
Yeah.
What are you creating? But a lot of things that people don't know is that if you're creating some shit on a low frequency, like we talk about these artists and shit like that, what you think you're gonna get?
Absolutely.
Create karma. That shit gonna come right back around to you.
And I
So
had to
whatever frequency you feeding, that's the shit you gonna get back.
That's
I had
why
to
niggas
realize
they chain snatching shit because
Yeah.
that's what you talking about.
Yeah.
So now everybody's pulling up on you. Think of how we did the meet and
Because
greet.
that's what you put out.
Everybody that pull up on the meet and greet is like, them niggas would kill for us. Like, you feel
Right,
me? Them niggas would go hard for
yeah.
us. But it's like, other niggas though, let's say it's like some low vibration niggas did that shit. Bro, them niggas gonna try to get robbed. All that shit. They need security. You feel what I'm
Because
saying?
it's what you give is what you get.
I was just thinking about it. It's crazy.
Damn, I lost my train of thought. What was y'all saying before that? You create on the lower damn.
Challenges change.
I had a perfect keep going. I hate when that shit happened, but
Yeah, we was talking about the challenges that you face when you start to become a more evolved soul. And the thing about it is that if you don't know, you gon' know.
Yeah.
And if you do know, you'll get around it. So the thing about it too is the best way to learn is to learn from other people's mistakes. For example, if we just told you all of this about enemy signs and things like that, now you know how to move accordingly. But imagine if you learned this shit maybe before your enemy sign.
my bad, go ahead.
You learned this shit before your enemy
to say
sign come up.
Yeah.
Now you can, you know what I'm saying? Like I learned about GG right before my cat year go up. So I'm starting to think I may just have some good karma for me to learn this information right before the year starts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But y'all starting to learn this too before your year comes in, and now you know how to move accordingly. You know how to
Right.
make moves, make plans. You know what I'm saying?
That shit
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
imagine it's your year. Imagine it's your year and you don't know. But like I give y'all an example, right?
Right.
Let's look at Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez last year got locked up, right?
Yeah.
Tory Lanez is a monkey. Last year was a tiger year. That's the enemy sign to the monkey,
Oh.
right? He got locked up towards the end of the year. Also, another thing too is he's a one life path. The one thing that we talk about alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Why did he go to jail? That nigga literally said it's because I was drunk. And what did he go to jail for? Aggravated.
That shit hit.
Aggravated.
I
Aggravated.
missed what you just said. What she just said?
They're not catching it. They're not catching it. Let me say it one more time. Let me say it one more time, all right? Everybody want to talk about no matter if Tory Lanez was literally guilty or not, he was not going to win because they know what they're doing. They literally went for that trial. They pushed that trial back as much as they can to hit him in his enemy year because he's a monkey and last year was the year of the tiger, right? He's also on One Life Path. So One Life Path struggle with aggression. You know what I'm saying? One Life Path can sometimes struggle with alcoholism, AA, right? He's a One Life Path. He gets very aggressive. And when he goes to jail, what's the reason why? He said, I was drunk.
Right.
You're not gonna win in your enemy year like that.
Wait, so like it's inevitable for you to lose in your enemy year?
I mean, you're gonna take a hit. But if you lay low, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't take much of a hit.
So what you mean when you say lay low?
Maybe not make big decisions.
Yeah.
Just lay low. You know what lay low is.
And a hit could mean anything. Like it could be financially, it could be emotionally.
Don't be taking no risk.
Yeah, but I feel like that hit is still needed for your growth at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So because you gotta get hit. It's not something bad. You gotta get hit. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we gonna hug you today, but tomorrow, hey, bro, we gonna fight.
We on that ass.
It is. Yeah.
We gonna fight today. Hug you know what I'm saying?
Just like your enemy year, or when it's your year, at the end of the day, they're all seeds that are still gonna help you grow. It's just, you know, sometimes some people make bad decisions and, you know what I'm saying, they do some shit in their enemy year. And sometimes what if it's just because of the fact that their karma may just be overbearing, that they make such a terrible decision. You know what I'm saying? We already said karma K, knowledge K, they're lacking the knowledge, therefore they're making terrible decisions, therefore they have to become enlightened. So now we gotta hit your ass.
Hey, somebody just said in the chat, don't get married and have kids in your enemy year. That's so real because 2021, bro, you know why that's so real? Because in 2021, I think that was the rat year. And bro, that's when, no, was it 2021?
2020.
I think, oh yeah, what about 2021? Dang, I don't know, but I remember when I told you my struggle partner, she had that miscarriage, bro.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. That
shit.
Crazy.
I don't think you told me that.
Bro, she had a miscarriage, but I think it was like in the beginning of 2021. But she was saying how the year caters over to the next one, so she was still in the rat year. Yeah. So that shit was just meant. Yeah. Not happening. Oh God.
And when did she say what's the name year was? I mean, he said don't have kids in your enemy year. My enemy year was what? I swear to, bro, I felt like my enemy year was last year because how much bad shit happened. That's when my girl had a miscarriage. And I feel like that's bro. My girl had a miscarriage.
My enemy year was last year.
It had to be, bro. Last year,
because last year I break on my girl, went back to my mama house, was in $6,000 debt type shit.
Right.
But this year, turn up.
Everything has been good, bro. I can honestly say, bro, like nothing bad happened. I don't want to jinx nothing, but like you said, nah, real. Yours is 2021, my ox year. I don't know, 2021 I blew up on TikTok. You know, everything was good 2021. I feel like so far nothing bad happened this year at all. I can't think of nothing bad that's.
But you said 2021 was your enemy year?
Yeah, he said 2021.
Put me on, because he put me on, because he said my enemy year was 2020, right? So he was like, he said, okay, the way you blew up and how you making money, he was like, you're not gonna make money that same way though.
It's almost like planting a seed in a soil that's not fertile.
Yeah, so that means like pretty much with the TikTok shit, that means you're not gonna be able to make a lot of money from that shit because you blew up from that.
They took my TikTok. I don't make no money on TikTok. I made like a video about Hitler and how about the sign is not actually an evil sign. They took my money that day. I don't even make no money off TikTok no more. But I go into YouTube, my YouTube going up.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
See?
That shit great.
You gotta know how to make the moves.
Yeah.
Because if you make the moves, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they do business and they in years that don't actually support them, and that's why shit end up going the way that it goes.
Yeah.
You know, but I even want to talk about, I saw on your page, you was able to connect with NLE Chopper.
Yeah.
The fact that your drive and everything that you're doing about spreading information has led you towards that. Can you talk about that? How did that even happen?
See, it's crazy as hell because like I've been gravitated towards Chopper since 2019. You know what I'm saying? He always been like my favorite rapper. I mean, not the best rapper, but my favorite rapper because I feel like I felt him personally. You know, no homo. But no, though. Yeah, it's crazy as hell because we was already on the same, you know what I'm saying, frequency type shit, and we had a mutual friend, and that mutual friend he had called him. So he had said usually when Chopper called, I mean when he put people on the phone with Chopper, he just like what's up, you know what I'm saying, just saying anything. But no, Chopper was all smiles, good energy when I was on the phone. He knew who I was. Exactly. He said he'd been seeing me all over his For You page and shit. So we just chopped it up and just bonded like just like that. So we had set something up. We had put together like a at the end of his concert, you know, he wanted to throw out herbs to the crowd. So the mutual friend had the herbs, and I was with the mutual friend. We was just all together making the plan type shit. So it was like, well, the day of the concert, I had stopped by his house, and, you know, we were just chopping it up and everything. And it was just so crazy to me because it's like, damn, I was fucking with you for 4 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, now we just here chopping it up like regular people. So, you know, it was real cool, man, throwing the herbs. I still, like, that's the best day of my life. That was literally the best day of my life. Like, it was just so beautiful. I was just on a high, man. It was like
his birthday is.
His birthday November, no weird shit, November 1st. But I just know that because, you know, we both Scorpios.
November 1st.
Yeah, 2002.
Scorpio game, November 1st.
You a Scorpio? That's what's up. Give me some.
No, my birthday is October 23rd.
Okay, Scorpio game. So yeah. So it's like, you know, that day we had threw out the herbs, man. Like the crowd, just people noticed me in the crowd. So I'm like, real. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, that's the first time, I swear to God, that's the first time I traveled for real. So it's like I was never seeing nothing outside my house. Like I was always in my room, never seen no real life interaction. So I'm on stage, you know, I'm just throwing out to the crowd. I'm like, real. I'm like, what the hell? I like kind of got froze on stage. Like, yes, like that whole night I couldn't even sleep on how crazy everything went. Cause you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just Chopper. I was backstage. So I'm over here seeing, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of rappers, a whole bunch of internet influencers, models. I'm like,
so let me ask you, ever since you done started coming up, are you starting, you know, you're a 5 Life Pep, are you starting to see more females like attack you on that tip, or?
Attack?
Yeah.
Attack, I mean,
or
I don't really,
strong, or?
I don't really like give no, like, for example, like one of my exes, like, you know what I'm saying, she tried to like, I don't give no energy to that. Like, she sent me a whole paragraph because I started talking to her, like, all negative energy, and I just literally ignored it because it's like, you're not finna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't
Life
even.
Pep, y'all hear that?
Yeah, I don't even argue with females or nothing, no shit like that at all. So it's like, nah.
What about you?
What?
Come on, you.
The females, do they attack me?
Of course. Or do you feel like ever since you done started to have more success or whatever, now you're starting to see more of that energy or more of that distraction?
I mean, yeah, no, because yesterday
them coming or them attacking?
Yes, the distraction of them coming, yes.
No, I mean, yesterday we was practicing. Me and him was practicing.
Wait, so the 2-5, what was y'all practicing?
We gonna speak about that, baby.
It's a numerology tip. The 2-5s, what was y'all practicing?
Hey man, we in Miami, man. We went to have some fun.
Miami, the 5 city.
Oh shit.
Does
that make sense? Why so many people here look good?
Yeah.
So this is our powerhouse right here. Is what you telling me? That's why we was so active yesterday last night.
No, I'm saying like I was keeping that in mind ever since you told me like watch out for hoes, you know, watch out for females, so they can be a downfall. And I always pray to synchronize me with the right female and the right, because I know they can. I've been always telling my people that, like, you know what I'm saying, females can just lie and say you raped them, next thing you know, you're gone for 30 years. It's that simple. It's like they can ruin your life with a single lie. You don't need no proof. Rashad Jamal, one of our biggest influencers and our spiritual influencers in our generation.
Going on with him? Why is he locked up?
You know what's crazy? They said that he touched his own daughter. Like, his baby mama said that he touched his own daughter.
The one that will always be inside his life?
That's her daughter.
Oh, one. Yeah. And it's crazy that
she got to see him
a week before he got arrested, I wish I could show the DMs so they could see, but a week before he got arrested, we were supposed to link in Atlanta. It's like we had the whole day planned out and everything. We just never, like, ended up.
What was that?
That was like April 2022. Last year before, was it 2022 or 2020? I think it was 22. It was 22. So yeah, so before he got arrested, we were supposed to link up. I just feel like, damn, was I being saved for something? Like, was I like not supposed to be in his spotlight or some shit? Or I feel like that was for a reason.
Maybe you just wasn't supposed to be in that energy right now.
Yeah, right now on some shit. Yeah. That's
you just getting out your enemy year.
Yeah. So yeah, I would want to ask you, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how do I avoid the whole female shit? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm still young as hell. I still, like, enjoy my feminine energy. Like, I got feminine energy tatted on me. Like, a female symbolizes feminine energy because I love feminine energy. So, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship for 2 years and I stayed loyal. So, it's like, ever since I got out, I just been trying to have fun. But it's like, I'm so cautious.
In astrology, you know what is, like, for example, rats are manipulative. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that there's a woman coming up to you and she rat you, you know to look out. Hey, she may be a little more manipulative.
Okay, yeah. What's the rat year again?
The most recent rat year was 2020.
2020. I remember that. So the dates. She was born in like 2008 or some shit. I think that's the rat year. Or 2007. I gotta look up the dates again, but the years. But yeah, that's just my whole thing.
And I think that's the best part about it. Like, certain questions that we may never have the answers for, we can have the answers through numerology and astrology. Or what should I do today?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is that most people aren't aware that the more you go with the energy, the more the energy will start to be on your side. I try to think about it like a bottle. Like, the more energy I can build up by doing the right things, the more energy I have to use, especially when it comes to manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always say, this is personally what I think. I believe that 11s are really good at manifesting because they're emotional sometimes. And we talk about emotional energy to manifest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that in order to manifest, you need to have emotions towards your visualization.
Energy, emotion.
That's what manifests is
You
the
know what I'm
vibration.
saying? Yeah, it's that emotion is literally energy in motion, and the more energy you have going towards an idea or a feeling or a state that you're entertaining, the more of that you will bring. So that's why I feel like 11s are able to manifest.
I remember seeing you, like, it was crazy that you said that I was on TikTok before you, because I remember seeing you when I was coming up type shit. Like, you was always going viral, you know, for your takes and everything. And, like, I just want to know what made you want to be a TikTok or an influencer regardless, not just a TikTok influencer.
Honestly, ever since I was like 12 years old, I was always like on the computer making videos just like this. Like, I literally went on YouTube and looked at an old video of me telling some, hey, YouTube. I was literally 12 years old, always doing this. But I'm like heavy into music, so I've always been into engineering. Like, I engineer too. We're gonna connect after this and talk about it. Yeah. So I've always like been trying to find more ways to like promote myself. But I was already on that spiritual tip. It's just I just thought it was just something, you know, like personal to me. And I would create these little booklets for my friends to teach them what I was learning. At the time, I was learning a lot about like the emerald tablets, and I was like really going deep into Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And crazy enough, the first animal that I was really connected to was Bastet, which was the cat in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So after I started getting deep into that, I started to make booklets for my friends. Nobody was trying to read that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't care for it, but I wanted to share it. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna go on Instagram. Instagram was where I was currently at, and I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and just tell people what's going on. Then once COVID came around, for some reason, you know, we get downloads. And when COVID came around, I just got this message like, you're going to have to awaken people. That's why we gave you the awakening first before the world get hit. Because you're going to have to lead them. And the best example that I give people is when you got a homegirl who's throwing up in the toilet, somebody's always there to help them pat their back while they're going through that awakening. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like all of us, we got promoted and pushed into that position because at the same time, I kept feeling like God is about to promote some people. Like, God is about to put some people up. We need new leaders.
I feel like we multidimensional, and I feel like downloads, like you was talking about, I feel like, and this shit gets so deep, I feel like this is just like a density realm right now that we're in. And I feel like we literally have, because people think a soul just in the body, bro, you have a soul somewhere totally different right now that's not even in this dimension.
It's a cord connected to that belly button.
I feel like that intuition and those downloads come from a higher dimension that's you, that can see shit. You feel what I'm saying? So at the same time, I want to ask you this: how do you feel about the 369 method? How do you feel about that? Or 369 in general?
I mean, 369, according to Gary, adds up to 33. So
That's
it's that 33
crazy.
frequency, and I feel like, you know, it's interestingly enough, like near my home, like the leasing office is like 369. You know what I'm saying? It's the alignment. So again, even going back to Tesla, he just said it. You know, Tesla had a very high level technology. So we all have those certain numbers that play a part in DNA, that plays a part in plants, that play a part in human design. Like, and I don't mean human design as a generator, but in just our human design, even with our electromagnetic frequency. You know, so I feel like 369 is also a code, just like 33 is a code. There's all different codes, just like in GTA, there's different codes that unlock different things. So when you start to vibrate on 369, especially when you're listening to that sound frequency, maybe you start to have movements in different cells the same way that you start to have movements in rocks, like how they was building the pyramids. You feel me? So I feel like every number starts to vibrate in certain ways, but when you start to put some together, you start to get different frequencies.
That's real. So I gotta ask you this too. So somebody that's watching this right now, like, let's say they're new to all this, how would they go about this and changing their life? How would they actually use
numerology?
Yeah, everything we done talked about, or just specifically numerology. How would they use this to help change their life? How can they actually apply this right now?
I mean, let's think about it. When we're in kindergarten, what's the first thing that we start to learn?
ABC.
Our numbers and ABCs, right? So, but think about it. ABC, 1, 2, 3. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Like, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my whole thing is that if in kindergarten we start to learn about letters, if we start to learn about numbers, I feel like when you start to get reborn again, that's what you should learn about over. So the 1, 2, 3s, the ABCs. Let's start really learning the
literally
deep
the
behind.
foundation.
Exactly, that's the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Numbers is literally the language of this universe. We
So-
talk about sacred geometry.
Where do you
know what
think
I'm saying?
numbers came from, honestly? Because we never saw how a number looked like outside of technology or anything like that.
I feel like it's a concept that we just made
I
up.
think so, too.
I think it's the same way that you observe stars. I think it's the same. At some point, you just start to become aware. It just took somebody to finally become aware, because guess what? Everything is already created. It's just you becoming aware of it being there already.
So do you think like so for example, 4
God experiencing himself type shit. And
Yeah.
you come into Earth, you don't know nothing. Like you with a empty mind.
Yeah,
but
clear
you
slate.
experiencing it. You like you see what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know exactly what you're saying. Clear slate, and now we're here to like. But I'm saying, like, for example, the image of a 4 that came from another human, like the first human. Who do you think that first human was to? Okay, this is going to be a 4. A 4 is going to look like this. A 5, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have nothing that we all can look at that was like, okay, this is the first number structure here.
You fix your mic.
Oh, okay.
I honestly,
I feel
that
like,
right
you know,
there, I wouldn't know. Maybe Pythagoras was one of the first to actually become aware of the 1 through 9. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really tell you where the actual visual of it came from.
See,
You know
that's the
what I'm saying?
thing. Oh no, real quick, like that's the thing. Like on my spiritual journey, I feel like I know Mark got this problem too, but like I'm a thinker. Like,
No, of course. I'm a 7. I feel you.
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's like even the concepts of spirituality, the deep shit. I'm even questioning the deep shit, and then that deep shit.
That's
It's
how
like
it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But that's how you finally get answers.
That's how you get
I used to do that
answers.
same shit because I'm a 7 too. But like then I realized certain shit just don't need to be found out.
That's true.
That's
You
true.
feel
That's
me?
also
Some things
true.
are just
How you
better
mean a
left
7?
unknown.
Huh?
I thought you was a 5.
I'm a
No.
life path 5, and I'm
Yeah,
a
he's
born
born
to
on the
7.
7.
And I'm on the 19.
You're on the 19th. Okay, yeah. So that's 1 plus 9 is 1. With 10.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then
Basically.
he's born on the 11th. I'm born on the 23rd. 2 plus 3 is 5. So that's why I understand y'all 5s.
So what can you put together numerically? What can you put
numerically.
together numerically on how we all came together today? What can you find the connection in?
I mean, it's just funny that a lot of y'all all have the same numbers. It's like,
That is true.
you know what I'm saying? You got the 7s, then you got the 5s. I think the only one that's different is just Von Intelligent. But again, 2003.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like attract like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a 7, you know?
Yeah,
and born on a 5. That's literally like a combination of all of us.
Yeah. And you spoke on the 777. It's not good with money. So does that mean like I'm cursed? I curse myself?
No, I just 7 is spiritual. That's all.
Okay. I feel
But
that.
nowadays, I mean, this is a 7 year. It's about spirituality. You're gonna be popular, you know, and naturally, things that are popular tend to bring in revenue because it's a lot of attention on it. So that's why, you know, especially if you're a 7 or you're born on a 7 day, like this is the year to go hard.
Hell yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, I blew up the most, so I can't even count.
Yeah, because people are more open to spirituality.
I feel like everything been going smooth this
I
year.
started this shit September 6th of last year. Like I started, like my first video blew up, then it just started blowing up from September to now. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Just accept it. Love it.
But even then, like I'll give y'all like a little code that Gary had put on Twitter because we was talking about, you know, spiritual people need to also get to the bag too. One thing that Gary put on Twitter is like a MA code. Like if you look at material and manifest and matrix and magnetize, they all start with MA. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we on this physical realm. You got to learn how to manifest material things if you truly mastering the material and the
What the
physical.
fuck?
Have fun.
That
with
was-
it. Have fun with it.
That shit
For
was
real.
Have fun.
Master it for real.
The
You know
shit
what
that
I'm
we
saying?
saying, the shit that we do every day is not by like, it's just not coincidence. It's not just random shit. Like the fact you just put all that shit together means like we saying all this
It's a
stuff every
code.
day, not even knowing it's
She
a
messed me up
code.
when she said we 5s and this is a 5 city and what we was doing.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
This is our powerhouse. Like this is our.
I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense why a lot of people who live here are people who traveled from somewhere else to come
Right?
here.
Yeah.
So what's
Oh,
up? So
yeah,
like
yeah.
different numbers got like different cities got different numbers.
They have birthdays too.
Damn. So what's some 7 cities that you know off the dome?
Oh, I don't know that off the dome.
Okay, for sure.
you
That's a
say me-
lot of research. That's where they come into play.
You trying to go to your powerhouse?
Yeah. I'm trying to see
You saying
what that
Miami?
is.
Yeah.
Boy, that's
No,
it,
magic,
That's some
master,
dojo, like,
manifest.
dojo,
Right,
like-
Yo.
You saying Miami the 5 state?
But how
'cause-
you know it's a 5? Like,
Yeah, I'm saying because of
You
5
look at the-
letters
you look
in
at the-
Miami.
born.
Because of
Look at
5
the
letters in
day,
Miami.
the day that Miami was established.
Think about how it's 5 letters in Miami too.
You said what?
It's also 5 letters in Miami.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said.
Hey, we about to see real chosen.
Hey, look.
Let me tell you how 5 letters in my.
So how you find a 7? You just type in.
You look at the birthday, the year that it was founded.
Okay. So that you got there.
Everything got a birthday. As long as it got a birthday, I mean, think about it. You know, I was thinking about this. I was like, you know what? The moment that they made time, we were given a birthday. Right. And the moment that time was made, we know it's a system. Mm-hmm. So the birthdays are literally according to the system that has been made. That's why he says there's got to be some type of virtual reality because y'all niggas made the construct for it. Yeah. And even in Matrix, they talk about the construct. The construct is where you build things. The construct is where you create. You know what I'm saying? And even talking about the Matrix, I be telling people, even the Matrix talks about manifestation because when you're in that construct, if it's to build and to create, it's a whole white room. But when you look at the movie theater, the projector is projecting a picture on a white screen. So that same room, that's the construct, and that's where you build and create. That's just your imagination, where you bring new things into reality. That's where you think, that's where you create. Just like the projector has the imagination, the creation, and it's projecting it onto the white screen for everyone else to view. The white screen is just the matter. Our mind is what's projecting picture onto the matter. And then we get to experience it.
Wait, so
this word is an illusion. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Literally, this is just a dream. You feel what I'm saying? Your brain is projecting this whole shit. If you go brain dead right now, you pretty much.
See, wait, hold on. You just said me? Dream, right?
Yeah.
Dream has REA. Reality has REA. Realm has REA.
Oh,
In
shit.
order to lucid dream, you have to REM, sleep.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Read. So that's basically the RE. That's the main thing.
REA. Dream, realm, reality. So what's the difference between dream and reality if they both have the same root in it?
It's the same shit. Because I feel like when you dream, you just go to a different part of your brain. You feel me? So it's like, yo, God though. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when you dream and close your eyes, you go to a different part of your brain. But when you open your eyes, you go to another part, your conscious part of your brain. So now there's a question like, which one is real, which one is fake? Both of them shits is real. Because you just in your brain the whole time.
It's the system.
Everything is real.
But
if you can feel, touch, or smell, that's real. Literally, that's the definition of real.
Subconscious, conscious, everything is almost split in two.
Yeah.
So your subconscious and your conscious, who knows which one is probably feminine or masculine, but again, they still have that duality to it too, where it's like you have the creativity, you have the logical. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people the conscious is like, I think about it like the internet, right? So when you go onto the internet, you have a computer that can have no internet on it, and I'm just looking through the files that are consciously there, that are right here on my files. But when I connect to the internet, which is the stream of conscious, the one, you know, the all is mind, but the one, when I'm connected to the whole realm, the whole world, and everybody else's subconscious mind, then I'm able to have downloads. Then I'm able to telepathically connect. Then we start to have conversations, and we saying the same shit. Why? Because we connected to the same Wi-Fi. We get downloads. What the fuck? We get downloads? Memory? Oh, your memory's fucked up like a computer?
You know what's even more crazy? All this shit that we be talking about, all this God talk, the download shit, all this shit literally came from the download. Like even like that's how.
And we subconsciously reprogram ourselves.
Yeah.
We're a fucking computer.
Yeah.
That's why even in the Matrix, they tell us we're gonna turn you into a battery because of the energy that we carry. The energy that we carry is able to create. That's why I always tell people, y'all too busy like putting the so much worth on the currency, but the energy is what creates the currency. Because if you have no energy, you can't do shit.
Facts.
And the energy is what generates the currency. Because you have to magnetize it. You have to manifest it. What do you need in order to manifest? Energy. But this is why people try to soul suck and energy and suck energy from you. Because if you have a high vibration, if I come over here in your frequency, my manifestation is going to amplify because y'all on a higher frequency. Right. That's another thing. Be careful who you around because you'll start to see other people manifestations coming true, but they biting off of your energy.
Hell yeah, niggas be trying to steal the whole sauce.
No, I be grounded every day. That where a lot of my energy come from, just grounding every day.
That's crazy.
Let me just see. Somebody says that one spiritual TikTok. It's all the spiritual TikTok.
Man, so you gotta be more specific.
If we done, if we like.
No, that's just crazy. I still think about how we all here right now. We all started from our rooms. Now we look to our right and see the whole Miami. That tell you everything. It's too late, bro. Too late. I'm already late.
It's dope.
That's crazy how he saw 1111 though. So what's been some numbers that's been following y'all lately?
Oh, for sure. Definitely 333, 222, 555, 888. And then, that's like the main for real that I see. Like, I know I'm seeing that every day for sure. Every day.
All of them for real.
Yeah, all of them. But I know them ones for sure.
Right,
man.
yeah. I can't.
222 and 333.
222. And the day that we did the podcast was July 2nd. Y'all been saying 222?
Wait,
Yeah.
the day is July.
Yeah, July 2nd.
I mean, it's probably going into
It's July 3rd now.
third.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd now.
222 and
And then look what time it says.
Two, right? Yeah.
It literally says 0002.
Wow.
Wait,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
I screenshotted it when my page hit 222.
Oh, shit.
100,000 subscribers.
wait, so with this being July the 7th month, do the 7s got more power this month?
I mean, it's some 7 energy there. 1, 2, 3.
July 3rd, 3.
And 1, 2, 3 is a number in itself. No, that's actually crazy. I feel like the more aware you become of numbers, is the more you see them. It's like a frequency you got to tap
It's
into.
been always there. It's just people
It's
who
always
are,
been-
it's always been there.
exactly.
They just never aware of it.
The same thing with these MA words, RE words, all these shits. Like that shit been there. It's
I mean,
just when
even
you
let's
become
talk
aware
about
of it.
Stranger Things. Like you peep how Stranger Things,
Never saw it.
the girl, you never saw
Never
it?
saw it.
Okay, but at least you know that the main character name was 11.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah,
in the way that she mastered her powers, they told her, you got to think about something that makes you angry. So they telling the 11, the way that master your powers is through your emotions. Use your emotions to get more power. Crazy as fuck.
That shit crazy.
And Stranger Things was made on the 22nd. That's why it got so much success.
They know about this numerology.
Can they hear us? They saying no audio, but the internet says audio. Is that talking about us?
It says it got audio. But
Yeah,
so we go. I like to see that we had that 1, 2, 3 code. We gonna wrap all this up. So I want everybody to just again let us know where we can find y'all. They're obviously gonna tap into this. So your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, your social media.
For sure. You can find me at YouTube, Von2Cut, on the Instagram at Von_Boogie. The Hood Buddhist Month Project album dropping 7/7/23. Hey, go get that legit.
777. That day is a special day, epic day. But Real Chosen, all platforms. I appreciate y'all for coming out, watching us. You should definitely start your own podcast if you haven't already.
Okay.
Definitely. And I feel like you should start, dropping more knowledge
We'll
in your
start on
videos.
Instagram. We'll start on Instagram with all of us.
Hell yeah. And start dropping more knowledge in your videos. But more knowledge, like you actually way more intelligent than you might make a video on. But Real Chosen, man, all platforms, what I'm saying? Thank y'all for everything. Love y'all. Go ahead.
Our kids can see ARCAZE. I'm a rapper. Do everything music.
Entertainment. Yeah. Beyonce's a 5 Life Path.
For real?
Yep. Chris Brown a 5 Life Path. Exactly.
So I'm destined for greatness.
So y'all can find me. I'm Styx River on TikTok and on Instagram and on Twitter. It's Sticky River. So y'all go ahead, but y'all most likely will find me on GG. Y'all most likely find me on Twitter, on Gary's Twitter. Yeah, Beyonce her enemy here right now. All right, later. This has been a GG33 production.
Legit.
Sis.